Ooh, I'm dehydrated. That's a great way to start a stream. Great way to start a stream, buddy, buddy. Buddy, buddy. Let me message the dudes. Live now, testing out background. Oh, that feels nice. Whew. Okay, what was I gonna do? Oh, I was gonna play Pokemon. Dude, I really hope Legend ZA is so goated, man. Oh my gosh, if it's goated, I'm gonna be so happy. But I don't have the highest hopes for it. Yeah, it is what it is. We'll see. Okay, portrait's the top one. Sorry, I'm getting loaded up right now, dude. I just drank water and it's all over my face. Okay, okay. We got money. Oh shit, we went after the wrong one. And they got fucked up. Yeah, that was bad. And we went after the wrong one. You still probably would have lost though, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, no, I suck at this game. I should have used the better starter. The grass starter's not that good in the beginning. That's a tragedy, as some would say. As some would say, that's a tragedy. I'll get a little bit closer. Oh, forgot you don't run in this game. There's no running. I mean, maybe there is. I just don't know because I haven't played in forever. Am I really going all the way back to? Yeah, I'm not going all the way back to the house to heal when I can go down the hill and there's a heal spot, right? Maybe not. Ugh. I know my Pokemon aren't that strong. Is that a fast travel spot right there? It's been so long, I don't even know. I don't even flipping know, dude. Let me at her buddy. What's I gonna go to? This. Excuse me. Okay, good. It works. I had to make sure the audio was fine because the other day my audio shit out on me and it ruined my happiness. And I was like, what's the point of anything anymore? Hmm. Yeah, there's a fucking healing center right there. I don't think I'll get into a battle before then. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be okay, honestly. Oh shit, was that a side dog? That's fucked up. See, we want. Oh shoot, there's a trainer over there. Go around it. I hope there's another trainer. I haven't played this game forever, man. I don't even flipping know, dude. Well, I thought that was a Lickitung for a second. Is that baby? Yeah, baby Pokemon in this. Yeah, Igglybuff. That's so cute. I like Igglybuff. I think Cleffa might be one of them. Cleffa might be the most go-to baby Pokemon. I didn't know Toxel was a baby Pokemon. I didn't know that. That was a surprise to me when I figured that out. I was like, what? Like, yeah, he has a diaper on, bro. I'm like, oh, I didn't look too deep into it. I didn't think too deep into it, man. I felt like a dummy. Toxel, and Toxtricity, that's a pretty cool evolution line. Need more baby Pokemon. I hope the next gen will have some good ones. We'll just have to wait and see. What's another good baby Pokemon? Cleffa's good. That's what my favorite, I think. Elekid's good too. Elekid's goated. I like Elekid. Elekid or Elekid, I can't remember. Riolu's okay. Oh, dude, I want Murkrow to get a fucking baby Pokemon. That'd be so cool. Like a little hatchling, all fluffy. Oh my gosh. I don't know what else. What's the reason behind baby Pokemon? Like, what was like the... Dude, I didn't heal. I'm like, why'd you do it? Why'd you do what must be done? Why'd you do what must be done? Okay, here we go. Yes. Yes. Very good. Okay, I don't need to see this whole entire opening. Just get my shit going. Just get my shit going. I guess we can like. What do I even want to do in this file? I'm downloading Legends ZA or not Legends ZA, Legends Arceus. So I kind of just want to play that. I like that game a lot more than this game for shiny hunting. Dude, they're so cute. It's so funny. It's like, hey, I'm a little dude. Dude, what is that? I can't tell if that's a girl or boy. Okay, it's a girl. I was gonna say, I got the homo pose going. Bro got the gay boy pose going. How you doing, Diana? That's so silly. Oh shoot, it's a Lechonk. Yeah, that's weak. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the new game. I wasn't at first, but then I'm like, you know what? I haven't played a Pokemon game in a while, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. So I have Crystal. They're gonna buy it for me, which is goated. All they require me is to stream it. So I'm looking forward to it. I just beat the hell out of that Igglybuff. Igglybuff. Fluff. That's silly. Not every Pokemon has its own unique items, right? Resources? I don't think so. I'm gonna go check out that Psyduck. Oh, I hate how there's no run right now. There's no like run button. Oops. It's pissing me off. I keep trying to run. Don't work like that. Azurill, that's a good one. I like Azurill. Alolan Wooper's pretty goated too, not gonna lie. Oh shit, I did not mean to do that. My Pokemon about to die, bro. Yeah, I'm not like used to playing Pokemon anymore, so I'm doing really stupid decisions. Okay, Talip, I'm fine with that. I hope the new game has a few like reset methods, like some like easy ways to hunt where you can just like do soft resets. I really pray. If it does and it's fun, I'll buy another copy. I'll play 2 copies at once if there's good soft resets. But I'm just gonna be 100% honest. I don't think there's gonna be good soft resets. And one of the reasons why is that they're gonna have DLC that has legendary Pokemon. But like I feel like they're gonna be locked or like some bullshit way where you can't resoft them. Like soft reset. I feel like it's gonna be like some like BS way that kind of ruins the hunting experience. And you can't multi-hunt, so we'll see. Maybe it'll be good. I don't have high hopes. I got pretty low, mediocre. Oops. I don't really have much faith in the Pokemon Company after like kind of like the Let's Go era. To me, that was like one like the last like fun hunting games. And that even like failed because it had no extra content after you beat it, and not every Pokemon was huntable, but like almost all of them were. So it's like, why would you fumble on that little bit extra? I don't know. So that was kind of frustrating to me. Oh, shit, don't go after him. He's a little bit stronger. We want to go for who's that one dude right here? Daniel Sada, because you know I got a lot more with that. That's kind of funny. Psyduck down. It's supposed to be, I think, a reference to Phoenix Down from like Final Fantasy or some shit. I don't even know what I want my team to be, honestly. I wish Cyclezar had like an evolution line because it's a basic, right? That sucks. That could have been such a cool evolution line. Oh man. I feel like what Pokemon needs is to have cities and have every single like building and house in it have multiple purposes in the sense of like quests and whatnot and progression. I think what I would really like to see in like a Pokemon game is like you being able to go around and buy like a city and rebuild it and add a ton to it. Um, kind of like a Fable where you can just go buy all the houses and then charge rent. But instead of doing that, like you just buy like a town and you build it up and whatnot, and you get your income that way. And you can have them collect resources. Thus, you can use items to craft. So you can like maybe the area that you have, you put down a whole bunch of treats that bring in Pokemon. That your people will catch and then get the items, like you get the items in this game from them, like after you knock them out and whatnot. And they can use the items to craft, such like certain Pokeballs and whatnot, and gear. Like they can make such a cool thing, and I feel like that's what Legends Arceus should have been. You should have like been able to make a base camp. How you doing, by the way? Amix, thanks for the background. I like it a lot. Yeah. The background display it's gonna be better too, like because I have to fill in this one right here and a few others. But oh shit, so I have a Resident Evil background right here that I love, and it sucks you can't really see it that well. I might get my other camera soon and set it up because it's so much cooler. That camera is, and you'll be able to see more quality. The quality's a lot better. But yeah, I wish they would make a go-to Pokemon game that was like a Legends Arceus where you have to build up like a city or something, because the thing with Legends Arceus, that little village you started off at, it could have been fucking cool. It could have been like, just like teepees and huts and shit, and then eventually you build up to like, big buildings and really cool places, and you get buffs from those. Like they could have done so much. Like, could you imagine what they could have done with Legends Arceus? Is like if you have like a town building feature. Oh shit! No, I don't really want to battle you, bro. There we go. I kind of had to start battling trainers, so I'm like playing this, not even knowing why I'm playing it. Ew, that guy's gross. Whoops, he didn't get finished. Oh no, he must knock me out. Shit. He fucked my shit up. Uh-oh, we gotta retreat. I'm gonna lose this battle. I still think like one of the best core mechanics I could bring back is like the game corner, but just have it like an arcade instead, with like claw machines and like little roulette wheels and a whole bunch of small little cute things like that, like pretty much arcade games, mini games inside of the arcade, and then have it to where you can get like tokens or get tickets, and you can use those to get like figurines or blind boxes that could get you a shiny Pokemon that you can display in your like secret house. Like, dude, if I ever had the crazy funds, I would make the best Pokemon game ever. It would be so good. Because imagine just like having a base game, and you can collect a whole bunch of stuff for your house and whatnot, and then in like free updates, they give you like new items at the arcade. Like every week, 3 new items come to the arcade or something. We put one game going out. Yeah, I'm not, but I am, because I feel like it has a lot of potential, but then it's gonna get ruined because it's only in a city. And like if you were in like a forest or like an area like that, it gets like dull after a while. A city's the same, like it's just concrete. So after a while, it's gonna get fucking just so like kind of like suffocating and like kind of gross feeling. That's why Arceus was so good. You had so many areas to explore, so goated. But so I'm a little worried about that. And I'm worried that they're not going to have a sewer system. It's like, how are you about to have a massive city, and you're only allowed to stay in the city, but there's no sewer system? So I want that. Yeah, 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 I'd have it to where it's like, it's not as brutal. It's not as brutal with the money. That's the problem with Pokemon. They make the most stupidest shit expensive. Like, for no reason. Like, for example, getting, like, the apricorn balls in these games, you have to do, like, the Cramoratic, and it's, like, such a fucking huge hassle just to get one possible ball that will more than likely break the Pokemon out. Like, that's so dumb. I hate that so much. So I would like a game corner that can curve that. Stuff like that, and have it to where it's not, like, so brutal like the old games. Oh, shit, I was about to heal? I'm just yapping. I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing. Okay, I healed. Guess I can save, too. But, yeah, I'm kind of excited, but at the same time, I'm very, like, pessimistic, because how are you going to have a huge city and not have, like, a decent-sized sewer system when there's tons of dark-type Pokemon and, like, grimy, gunky Pokemon? That would be perfect for that. Like, The biggest problem of a city back in the day was the waste management and whatnot, and keeping the city clean. Because if you didn't, that's how plagues broke out. I mean, even as far as like when New York was being established, the first like 50 plus years, it was a huge disaster because they didn't have the right sewer system set up and whatnot, and the right garbage disposal set up. So I feel like them not adding a sewer system that you can like explore into is gonna be fucking bullshit. Because Black and White and in Black and White 2, their sewer system was cool, dude. That was like one of my favorite parts was going down to the sewer. Did I just get knocked out, bro? I wasn't even paying attention. I just get knocked out. That's so crazy. What did I do? Did I get knocked out not paying attention? Oh my gosh. But anyways, I'm praying because they can have like, you know, Grimer Muck, they can have coffee, and they can have Glory and Wheezing down there imported over to help, you know, clean and purify the smell and the waste. They can do so much. Yeah, I love the sewer, and like it's a nice area. You can also take that sewer path and it leads you to a patch that has Eevee in it at like a 10% or something. Wild Eevees, so cool, so cool. But yeah, I don't have high hopes for them to make a sewer system because they didn't show it off. And you know, Pokemon's known to show off things, and they made it pretty clear. It's just kind of one big map. It's not like, you know, which is crazy. What the heck? Oh, he disappeared for a second. The Swooper did. Ooh. I heard that there's gonna be the starter Evos are gonna be locked behind DLC, which I think that's crazy. I think that's crazy. Are you gonna attack him? Are you like? There you go. My guy just drowned. My Pokemon just drowned. That's crazy. Oop, I drowned too. I forgot you can't go in there unless you have that. Yeah. I'm gonna hopefully have a good time with it. I just have to wait, you know, another 7 more days, 6 more days, or something, 5 more days, and see how it goes. I think it'll be fun. In the sense of like, you know, playing through, paying like that much money. I don't think it's gonna be that fun. I think that's gonna be one of those things where it's like, you know, you spend $60, $70 and you go, wow, that was a complete waste of time. I could have gotten Battlefield and played 1,000 hours. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It could be a hidden gem. It could be one of the things that really do well. I'm trying to think. Okay. Yeah, I think there was like some data mines for leaks of like what's gonna possibly come for DLC, and Darkrai in them are possibly in it. There might be a Mega Darkrai, Mega Heatran. Hoopa's supposed to be like with Hoopa. They're supposed to have like a possibly, this is like just data mine leaks or something. It's not even like 100% true. This is like, you know, speculation from what I've seen. But there's gonna be what are they called? Sorry, I'm trying to think. Team Magma and Team Aqua are gonna like work together, and they're gonna be brought over from like a different universe or different dimension. You know how they do that bullshit where it's like, oh, the Oris is a different timeline from the other main games, and this is a part of that Oris timeline or something, or they're bringing multiple different ones. I don't know. But he's 6, so he's not. Oh, that's fine. Hopefully he can get better. I hope he's doing well. He's not doing well. He's just like, I hope he does better soon. I hope he'll feel better soon is what I'm trying to say. I can't fucking say it because I'm not used to playing Pokemon anymore. It's weird. I'm trying to pay attention to 2 things. Yeah, and I was sick the other day. Not fun. Not fun. I've been having a lot of... Oh, shit, dude. He just fucked up my... Damn, dude. Leave my Pokemon alone. He fucked me up. Okay, I'm too weak to go to this area. I need to level up still. I'm being lazy. Yeah, I hope he gets better. I'm just having a chill stream, so it's okay. I don't plan on... Like, these streams aren't going to do good because I haven't streamed in forever. And, I have, like... yeah, like there's like nothing good about the stream essentially that'd bring people in. So it's okay. It's not like I need people watching. What's that? I got a notification. I can't see what it is. Oh no, I missed it. I missed it because I had my camera in the way. Oh, my bad. I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't have any of the gameplay on. I'm just gonna turn off the gameplay audio because oh wait, actually maybe tell me if it's better now. My mic is like, I hate this mic so much. You need like a right here for it to be good, but the mic arm is like trash and it doesn't hold it. Even if I fucking do it as good as I want, but then if I get close to the mic, the camera is fucked and it doesn't get me into it. So I just hate microphones. I think like they're the worst thing ever. I've grown to hate it. And the problem with my camera is I can't like angle it any different or else I don't get my background showing, you know? So it's a fucking disaster. Did that help it out at all? I like clicked on the volume a lot. I only have the Pokemon Cries on right now because I don't want to listen to the music. And I hate Pokemon music so much. It like makes me so mad. It makes me so mad. I like certain music, but like you can only hear it so much. And the problem is like, for example, certain legendary music is awesome, but when you're soft resetting for one, all you hear is the first 3 seconds, like the first like 10 seconds or so, you know, and they got to reset and then you hear it again and again. You're not hearing the full song, you know. So I very much hate. Yeah, it's better. Okay, good. I very much hate. Whoops, I'm in the TM. Pokemon music. Because even the good ones, you're only going to listen to it for a bit. Because most legendary ones are awesome. Yeah, that's what happened to me yesterday. I had them like fucking screaming in my ears. I didn't have the audio on yesterday, but I turned it on today, and they were like blaring in my ear, dude. I was losing my mind. The problem is right now, like with this mic setup, I'm directly hooked up to the mic, and I have no volume control with this little fucking headphone I have because I lost my headphones that have volume control. Volume control, jeez, I can't speak. I have to. What do I gotta do? I got to level up. I really don't like not being able to like run. Like obviously he's running right now, but he's not really running. You know. Okay, let's battle him. I gotta start getting some levels. I do like the like outfits they have in this game for the school. I think they're pretty cool. Excuse me. I'm trying to think. Yeah, no, I'm trying to probably stream the game when it comes out, like a crazy amount, like I do every time. I'll probably try to do like a 16-hour. Oh, I'm fucked. he's gonna fuck me up. This Houndour is. I'm probably gonna try to do like a 16-hour stream. I don't know if I'll be able to make it, but I'm gonna try. I think I only got like 3 hours of sleep last night. I didn't get much sleep. I think it comes out Tuesday or Thursday. It comes out very soon. So I need to actually. The problem I have is that, you know, I get the Australian copy, so I get it like 24 hours early. The problem I run into is that the place I get my Australian gift cards, they sold out of the gift cards. So now I have to try to find one that isn't overcharged. That's the problem I'm going to run into. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. You know, Nintendo, they're scumbags, so they purposely don't make you get a gift card, they purposely don't make the exact amount you need for the game. They just need to release, like, instead of gift cards, just like the exact, like just for a copy for one game, a voucher, you know? You pay the $63, whatever, and it gives you an exact copy of the game. Ooh, Choodle, that's kind of cute. I might want to capture a Choodle. Now they do have that where it's like you can buy 2 copies, like 2 vouchers for like $100 instead of like the 120 or like 115 or something like that, 110. They do have something like that, at least in Australia. But it don't really matter because it's like a whole entire mess, and you have to like wait. You have to buy 2 essentially. You can't just buy 1, so it's pretty dumb. If we're still in and releasing the Poketopia trailer, what I haven't seen that one. Is that the like the Stardew Valley one, which is so funny, like that? I mean, Animal Crossing one, the Animal Crossing one, which that game's gonna fucking suck too, dude. That game will have such potential, but they'll squander it like they did with Stardew, or not Stardew, but Animal Crossing. That game will have so much potential, but it'll get squandered because they won't do what like need to be done in Animal Crossing. Because Animal Crossing had a ton of potential, but it got boring fast. And like they could have done so much, dude. They could have done so much with it. Oops, stun spore. Yeah, sure. What do you want me to get rid of? Oh, they got Tail Whip. Like the lack of online actual like multiplayer and having like actual games with Animal Crossing, that pissed me off so bad, dude. That made me so angry. The fact like they couldn't just add an implemented button for a tag or like a tag feature. These people would chase each other around the island. Oh, that's fun. Like that's crazy. That's how bad the game, bro. That's how bad Animal Crossing was multiplayer. People pretend to chase each other around playing tag. Because it was so fucking boring. Oh, okay, here's my house. Oh, cool. Okay, now what? We can play tag, and like, we had to make up stupid fucking like playground things, and they couldn't even do the decency to make it to where you could run up and touch the person. Like, they could have made it to where they had a menu that popped down, and like you could do like a fishing contest, and you select the fish that's gonna be the most valuable points wise, the second, the third, the fourth, and everything else is like 2 points or whatever. They could have done something like that. Easy thing. So when you guys play and do that, like it's like actually like has a purpose instead of people just going like, oh, I'm gonna judge the coolest. I think it's a fun game for a bit. I just think that it, for being like a multi-million-dollar company, probably billion at this point, they could have easily added so much more. Like so much more. Like there's a lot better games. I can't think off the top of my head because I haven't really played video games lately. But there's a lot better games that implement that feature. Like way better. Like the grind feature and like the that's nothing. So my problem was that like it had potential to me, but it got squandered because they didn't add the right stuff. I like the idea of like making like the outfits and people could wear outfits. That was cool. That was a really good thing. That's probably one of the best things they did. I didn't like how you couldn't expand your island. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. What do you mean I can't like grow my island 4 times the size? I had to make a new island. Oh, I had to buy another Switch to make a new island? Are you fucking kidding me? I had to buy another Switch just to make a new fucking island? That's crazy. And it's like you only have what, 8 or 10 fucking villagers at a time? Then you gotta get rid of one forever until you find it again. I love how there's so many baby Pokemon here. It's so awesome. That's fucking crazy. And that's what I'm getting at. Like, it has like, we shouldn't be limited by this. We shouldn't be limited by a multi-million-dollar company that squanders it. Because how am I going to pick between fucking 800 villagers and only pick 5 or only pick 8 or 10 or however much there is? Like, that's crazy. And you can't easily, can you? Maybe they changed it, but like, I don't think you could easily get them back if you boot them off the island. You'd have to like go find them again. And then, having to get the tickets to find them is a whole entire conundrum. And it's like, there there was no payoff for hard work. It felt like really in that game, and it felt like you had to do so much to get so little, and I just didn't like that. And I think with like a lot of people that played it, they were okay with that because they don't mind sitting there slowly working at something. But me, it's like I want some type of a gratification for hard work I do relatively fast if it's really like boring work. And I feel like Animal Crossing just kind of squandered that because I think it's a good game in its own regard. It could do so much more. Yeah, if you had the amiibo cards, that's what it was. That's bullshit. Which I think is cool. If they have like a feature where you can scan something, because I'm all about product being used into a game. So I think that like the idea that's cool, but not in that regard. Where like, I think you could also though like get fake ones though, right? Get fake cards and use them. Like go on AliExpress and buy fake ones and have it. So, but the point is, it's just frustrating me because it has such potential to be a game that I would spend multiple hours on a day, like I do with Pokemon. But there's just not the appeal there for me because it's so limited and like you can make your farm, which is cool, or your island, which is cool, but that only gets you so far. After a while, it's like, what's the point of this? I get depressed in those type of building games when it's kind of limited because I think I could just do this in real life. I could spend my time doing this in real life and making progress with my life than being trapped inside of a shitty game that is not like that could be so much more. Like I get like an existential crisis whenever I play Stardew because I'm selling stuff, and I think about my real business in real life where I sell action figures and whatnot. I'm like, I could just do this in real. I could just put more time into doing this in real life, and I get a little sad. I'm like, wow, I just wasted 8 hours that day. Well, I could have done that in real life. That's fucked up. Like I just spent like 8 hours watering plants when I could have just done that in real life. So, but I also like that's after I played it for like 30, 40 hours within a week. But so like I love farm games, cozy games, island games, but then the reality sets in that because also I'm older too. Because when I was a kid, I didn't think about that, but as I'm older now, I'm like I have a lot more limited time than I did, 10 years ago. And I've only really started thinking about that this last like year, maybe 2 years, where I'm like, holy shit, I'm wasting my time when I could be doing that in real life. But I still enjoy it. Like I made a new farm, and I had like, I think I made it like about a week to 2 weeks ago. I learned that you can make mega, melons and whatnot, and like cauliflowers, where they're giant. Oh, that's so cool! I got like 2 giant pumpkins, and I made a goat farm this time instead of making like a chicken and cow farm, and now I'm making like cheese like crazy and making tons of money. It's cool, but then I realized after a while I need to not do that. Yeah, exactly. I'm playing The Sims. Yeah, it's like I could just be socializing with real people. I could be going outside and making friendships with real people. Not that that's easy to do, but in the sense of after a while, you're like, wow, this was fucking stupid. This was dumb. But I think they're fun. Just after a while, it kind of it gets in your head. Wow, I just wasted so much time. I could have done more productive stuff. Like right now, I'm just chatting. I'm not even playing this game. I'm just chatting. I'd rather chat than play this fucking shitty game. My least favorite Pokemon game, sadly. It had once again another game that had potential, but they made no ways of hunting, locked too many things, and made it to where it just was like it just didn't feel as good. And the story was bullshit. Like the only good one was like the Arven story, but even that was bullshit. Like at the end of the game, he finally gets to see his mom again. Granted, she's like a robot or whatever, and she like sucks you off and doesn't care about her son at all. I'm like, that was stupid. That was stupid, dude. Like she doesn't even care about you, even though she has the memories of you, and she just says how amazing the main character is. It's like a weird power fantasy, and I hate that. And like it just this game's story was just bullshit, dude. This game story was oh my god. I get it's supposed to appeal to teens, but we need to stop making teens like stupid stories like this. We need to force them to like good stories because I like these games. And the things that like nowadays too is like Pokemon's fan base is like a 50-50. It's like 50 adults, 50 kids. Like, it's like a 50-50 split. So, can we make some mature fucking stories kind of like Arceus? They're spending time cleaning their house and improving their skills, and I'm there like, maybe I do. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Yep. This one, I think you would like it in the sense of like it's a fun game, but as a hardcore hunter like me, I get bored of it fast. And sorry, and there's the hunts just aren't as good, and like the raids are kind of stupid. And I guess I already battled him, but it's just like I know with you, you don't like Pokemon at all in the sense of what they did with Pal World and other companies, which I can respect. I'm somewhat the same way, but I also kind of like just accepted that this company's like the devil and they'll never make anything actually good, like ever. Like there's almost no piece of media that's good for Pokemon. Like it's kind of crazy. Like when you really think like when I mean good, I mean like actually like like I could be like I'm happy and fully content and I want to like do better with my life because I played a fucking good game. Like I play Pokemon, I go, wow, I just wasted my time. Like sure, it was fun for a bit, but I wasted my time. I don't really get that in Stardew unless I put like 100 hours in it in a week. Yeah, this game does not look that good. With me, what's this? Order has complete. Okay, awesome. One of my items I sold, I got paid for, thankfully. Fucking, I hate Macari's payment system. So fucking stupid. Like with eBay, if I sell an item, I get paid after I get the shipping label, and it takes like a day or two to process, and I'll get the money before the person even gets the item, which I like that because, excuse me, it makes it hard for people to return over like under bullshit, like pretense, and you get the money fast. Macari, I gotta wait until it gets delivered, and then I have to rate me to make sure that the it's good. Make sure the item's not like a counterfeit. So I gotta wait like a billion fucking years before I get paid, and half the time it gets delivered, and it takes like a week to get there, and then the person doesn't rate me for 3 days before it auto rates, and like that person just took 3 days to rate me. So I finally got the fucking funds. I can transfer it, and I can pay a bill now. Ay, ay, ay. So frustrating. So frustrating. Yeah. I'm hoping at some point Nintendo, like Pokemon Company, the Pokemon International Company, whatever. I hope that they eventually have like a Disney moment where they realize how much money is in like edgy content, like a Deadpool type movie that Disney went, wait, we can make $1 billion on Deadpool. Let's just let's just make a whole bunch of fucked up content, because back in the day Disney like never released a Radar movie. They would never be caught dead releasing a Radar movie. And then they did. They went, wow, we made billions. I'm hoping Pokemon does that. Not that we need like a rated M game, but we need like a series where it's more mature. Because they release small things like the Pokemon mini episodes where they get pretty brutal sometimes and pretty intense, but nothing too bad, So I'm hoping they get to that point where they'll make something intense. Like the most we've gotten is fucking Arceus, where it's like like a Pokemon kind of kills you type of situation. So yeah, I don't know. I hope that they have a realization at some point. We're like, wait, we can make a lot more money. I feel like they know it, but I feel like at least with Pokemon, they kind of stick by their morals, where they've said that they always want to just be a kid-friendly company. But what also pisses me off, they say that, but they also like really fucked up Pokemon dex descriptions. So it's like, no, you clearly are like hypocrites. Like you clearly know that these Pokemon kill each other and eat each other. You have artwork where the Pokemon are getting eaten. Like, come on now, we can have a more mature themed game. The Wild Area and Sword Shield is also not great, but at least the routes were... Yeah, dude, that's why I tell people all the time. The routes look good in that game, and they felt good, and you could hunt so much better in the routes because it's one fixed camera angle, and they can flush out the detailing so much better, and it looks good. But in the wild area, it's a fucking disaster, and everything's popping up. Things are too small. That's the problem I have with this game. Pokemon scale to their size. They do a good job at that. And they make things like Roselia fucking impossible to see. How the fuck am I able to do that? How the fuck am I able to do that, How can I shiny hunt something that's not even 2 inches tall? It's ridiculous. Just off that, it doesn't work. And it makes it like all the surround like garbage. Like, look how gross this fucking ground looks. It looks like someone fucking threw up on the ground. It looks like someone like ate some ramen noodles and then they threw it up all over the ground. And that's just like a going down the hill that ramen noodle throw up is. It does not look good. And it makes me mad because I don't really care for graphics, but we're a multi fucking $billion company. Like, you kidding me, dude? And that's why I don't like Nintendo. I've never been like a Nintendo guy, really. I like certain games from Nintendo, but I've never been like a Nintendo guy. I've been like a Pokemon guy. But because they can't release like a good console. Like last good console I would say we had really was probably the Wii, but even that wasn't that good. Even that I didn't like. I watched probably more porn on the Wii than I played games on the Wii as a teenager, which is crazy to say. But even the Wii, like there wasn't like GameCube was goated. Like there was tons of it, but the Wii had a whole bunch of shuffleware. It had a whole bunch of just like bullshit. Yeah, I didn't really care too much for. Yeah, I just didn't really care too much. I don't know. So I feel like the last like really good Nintendo like system, like not handheld system, would probably be like the GameCube, maybe the Switch if we're being generous, maybe the Switch if we're being generous, and not the Switch, my bad, the Wii. The Switch was okay. There were some games, but they all looked like shit, so it really wasn't like a good system. Like GameCube held up pretty good with the graphics. Like you look at an Xbox, you look at a GameCube, dude. All the cool kids did that on the Wii because we got internet access. I went to because my friend would have it. We'd have a sleepover, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you go to sleep, dude. He would go sleep on his fucking Wii, and it was so fucking funny. Oh my god, that shit was so goated. Oh, I was like, how old was I when that? I was like fucking like 10, 11, 12, maybe 13, around that. Crazy. Crazy times. The Wii was goated though. The Wii was like, just for that, it was cool. And I had a Wii, but I didn't really play many games on the Wii. I had like maybe 2 or 3 games. And I had Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, which I loved. That was goated. That's the only. Honestly, that's the. And I had House of the Dead with the Wii blasters. I really don't know what I fucking had on the Wii. I remember wanting it so bad. I got the game I wanted, played it. I went, this is awesome. And then no Pokemon game ever came out that was like a mainline game on it, which was tragic. Like, yeah, sure, there's Wii Sports, but I don't really care for those games that much. I've never been a guy that likes the Wii Sports too much because I don't like competing against people like that. I don't like people like that. I got murdered by rats, so all that sucks. Yep, that's the worst. The reason why the Wii was so good is that you could play GameCube games on it. That's why the Wii was so good. It wasn't good for like the games it had for the most part that I liked, but I could play the GameCube games, all games I liked on GameCube. No, I'll be honest. Like the Wii probably did have some good games. I just didn't want to pay the money for. I feel like paying $60 for a Mario game is crazy, unless it's like Mario Sunshine. This bitch terrestrialized on me. That's fucked up. Oh, real good comics. Type in real good comics, and type in Rat Ball. Yeah, I think they're cool. The idea of them is cool. Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resorts, but I just don't. I'm not like a person that I don't like playing competitive games like that against people because it makes me look like an idiot if I lose them. I don't like to look like a dumbass. You're already telling me about the horse games, yeah. Had an awful lot of horse games. Not that awful's bad. Oh. I was trying to think what I wanted to talk about. I don't know. I had an idea of something, but then I forgot. I need a new computer really bad. it sucks because I gotta either upgrade the computer, which is gonna cost a ton of money, or I need a new computer. Because this computer was made in 2016. That's almost 10 years. That's crazy to think about. That's actually kind of crazy to think about. I've had this computer for like 10 years. And it runs fine for a lot of things. But it's not like good for newer games. I got to install a TPM, which is a security feature that makes it to where anti-cheat, it's easier to detect if people are cheating. And the new Call of Duty is making you install it. And if you want to upgrade to Windows 11, you have to install it. And there's like no way to turn it on. I have to go to, like, they're like, go to your BIOS, and it's in your BIOS. And I went to my BIOS, and I went into every single area of my BIOS, but I could not find the TPM to turn it on. And I think my computer's like that old to where it doesn't even have TPM like an option to do that. So I can't upgrade my computer. I can't fucking I can't do shit. I can't. It's kind of a dead end now. I can do old games. I'll do, shit like that. I could probably run a server on it, like and then have like the new computer run like Minecraft and then run like a massive server. But yeah, it's fucked. It's fucked up. Okay, you found it. Good. Your laptop can't upgrade to it either. That's so frustrating. Yeah, but I think that my computer might be in that. Unless I can figure out how to like activate the TPM, I'm kind of screwed. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. I am I would get a new computer, but I have no money right now. I've been having to leverage and move money around like crazy to be able to make sure I can pay off my bills. It's such a hassle because my uncle screwed us over, and so now it's one of those things where I have to like buy things and then resell them, and on the profits on those resell, it pays off the bills. So I'm not actually ever gaining money. I'm just staying a consistent level of money. It's so annoying. Yeah, no, this game fucking sucks. This game does not look good. It's bad. It's bad. The game is like, for hunting, it's kind of fun, for a little bit, and then you realize there's no shiny sound, and then you realize Pokemon are fucking tiny, and you can't see them for shit. The one thing they did do that is good is they made it to where you can launch your Pokemon out and have them knock out Pokemon and get EXP fast, and if it's a shiny, it won't knock it out. So it's kind of cool. Whoops. Pneumonia, is that her name? Nimona? Nemuno? I don't even know her name. I can't even. She's okay. She's an okay rival. Yeah, she's an okay rival. I don't really hate her. So like the story of this game is so fucking dumb, dude. I'm just gonna tell you it. Pretty much all these kids go to a fucking school. There's 3 stories. One is the rival story where you pretty much want to do better and beat all the badges, become the champion, and you have to like, be cooler than her, like your rival. That's like one of the stories. The other story is that all these kids go to a fucking school, and I don't fully remember because it's like so bad that I forgot it. And I think it's like 4 of the kids get in trouble, and another kid like frames them for it because they don't want to get in trouble. Yeah, this bitch right here, I believe, she like frames her friends or something because she doesn't want to get in trouble, and then it ruins the friendship, and then like the kids become outcasts and like they leave the school and create their own like little groups of like rebellions or some bullshit, and they want the kids to come back to school, so this secret person is planning on helping you stop them from being in their little crime groups, and she ends up being like the big mastermind behind you trying to help you stop her old friends or some bullshit like that. And she's like, "Ooh, I'm so secretive. I'm a secret person helping you from behind." It's like, oh my god, it's Penny the whole time. Penny was actually the bad guy but good guy. And it's like some bullshit, stupid like teen drama. Like they overreact, and it's just so bad. It's so bad. It's not a good slice of life story. It's so bad. And then the good story is Arven's story, where it's about like this boy that's just like left all alone. All he has is his dog that has been there his whole life, and his mom kind of neglects him, I believe. No, I think his mom's there, or his dad, depending on the professor, but they kind of like don't care for him or something like that. They don't give him much attention. You don't really know that that's like the father slash mom until like later on or something like that. And so they want their mom's attention. I'm gonna say mom because I played the game where it's the mom. They want the mom's attention, and he does his best, but also wants to be independent. And it's like, at one point his dog almost dies, and you save it, and he's really grateful, and it's like, oh, that's a good touching moment. And it gets down to like, once you finish the one of the stories, I believe it, then everyone meets up, and they go down and they go to the Area Zero, which is like where all the ancient Pokemon or futurist Pokemon are at, and you like oh my gosh, so fucking, you have to go through all this bullshit to find your mom, because your mom's trapped down there. And then when you finally find your mom, or Arven's mom, she ends up being a fucking robot, because the real mom went over and teleported to the past through a time machine, and then the time machine broke or some shit. And but she has all the memories of the mom, because her consciousness, I guess, got implemented when she went over there into the machine or some bullshit like that. And so you would assume, oh, okay, that AI probably loves her son. And she goes, yeah, I kind of love you, but not really. Like, instead she looks at the main character and goes, wow, you were able to save the day and save the world from me going like rampant. She ends up going like crazy because she's like, you know, kind of like a rampant robot or something. It's so fucking dumb, dude. It's so dumb. And so the whole entire time, this character that wants his mom's approval gets shit on, and in front of you gets cucked, essentially, going like, oh, you're the best, you're the coolest, I'm so happy that you saved the day, and I can't believe that you are a great person, while her son's right there, and she goes, oh yeah, you're kind of okay. Like, she just doesn't care. It's so fucking weird. It's so weird. It made me so pissed. It lost me with the weird new version of old Pokemon, like robots and stuff. Looks wild. It's kind of cool, but also kind of stupid, because they're not evolutions. They're just their own form. And I like the idea of the old versions being like that, where it's like, you know, they eventually went extinct, but maybe their genealogy spread to something else, and they made, you know, like a Donphan. That makes sense. It used to be a primal, now it's completely different. That makes sense. But in the future, they evolve. They don't evolve. It's really fucking weird. Like, there's no in between. There's like no in between. It's like, oh yeah, this I'm trying to think of one. Delibird, he's a robot now. Okay, is his evolution? No, he's just a robot, but he's not Delibird. And it's like, what are we doing here? I would say it can kind of make sense that maybe they I think they explain some of it, but it's kind of like bullshit, where it's like why couldn't we just give him a metal coat and now he's fucking futuristic robot Delibird? Makes sense. But instead, like, oh no, it's its own character, and it's not related to Delibird in its evolution line. It's its own, like, thing. Because they don't want to bring it back into the game later on, I'm assuming. They want to make sure it's, like, only bound to this game. And maybe brought back in the future as a, whoa, look at how cool this is. Or, hey, look it, you have a future content now in a DLC. And I just wasn't a fan. I don't like time traveling in video games. Time traveling is fucking stupid. Leave it alone. Don't time travel. It makes everything kind of pointless. Don't fuck with time travel in any. I almost hate time traveling exclusively. There's moments where I think time traveling can be cool. Like maybe go into the future for like a split second and you can possibly change something that's in the past once you go back or something, as you know what the future's gonna be. Maybe that's kind of cool. I don't know. I just don't like future stuff. I think also muddying timelines is kind of stupid. So, yeah, the idea that, you know, Pokemon coming from the future to the past, that kind of Pokemon coming from the past to the future, that's kind of cool. But also, it's like, where's their fossils? We have fossil Pokemon. Yeah, exactly. Real time travel. Yeah, it's really not. And the thing is that, like, with real time travel, it's just say you go in the future and you go in the past. Um, Even if you did all the right things that would lead to that future, something small is going to change in that. Like you just breathing a different way. You taking a left turn instead of a right because, of a certain reason. It just doesn't work. So it makes you mad. It makes you mad. Like it's just not possible. Like knowing the future and whatnot. It's just kind of like butterfly effect. That's why like if I ever had like the ability to like, like go back in time, I'll be like to fix something, I'll be like a wish or something, like, but also my second wish is to make sure that everything's the same exact, except I make all this money right now. Everything, like, because I think about like what happens if I don't have a brother no more because I went back in time and I became like a millionaire. My brother's there's like a 10-year age gap between us. So if I became like a millionaire at like 8, my mom probably wouldn't have a kid, which would probably not result in my brother. So I'm like, I get so particular. I'm like, everything has to be the same exact thing, except I'm successful in this, and it does not affect the future's outcome. It's the same exact future, in the same exact present right now as even if I went back, except I just have money now and I have power and I have wealth. Because I think like I wouldn't be able to go back in time for shit, dude, because my sister has kids and I don't want to lose my nephews. The fuck? So the most I can go back is like 2 years, 3 years. And what happened in 3 years where I could make $1 billion for Bitcoin skyrocketed at one point under Trump like that. I would have to like first have a lot of money to get Bitcoin, which I wouldn't have money. So fuck me, Stupid, dude. The time traveling is fucking dumb because it ruins everything. It ruins everything for me. These are the bad guys. Team Star. Yeah, no, I think all the designs are pretty trash in this game for the characters. Team Star pretty stupid. There were some cool things that they did do, but like also it's my bad. Okay, is it working again? I unplugged my mic on accident. Is it working again? Would be finding out winning a lot of numbers, only traveling back to a week or something. Yeah, no, that's really it. That's really it. That's like the one thing where I'm like, and even then, what happens if now that I know what's gonna happen within that time span? What if I do something that makes it to where it changes like the lotto numbers outcome? Or like, are we guaranteed that the future is set in stone? Because like the lotto is like RNG. So what if it's just a different RNG that time? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's like how would it work? Is like it had to be like the future has to be set in stone. So if you go back, and I mean set in stone like within those bounds. So I get so like wrapped around my brain. But you go in the future, and then you go back, but now you know what's going to happen in the future, which in the past you wouldn't have known. So is that going to be the same future? Because now you know. Like it gets so like combobulating. I'm like, oh jeez, I get so like all over the place. I get very beside myself. Not that like I'm like smart about things, but that's how I get sometimes. Like, oh, yeah, some of the new megas fucking suck. Okay, this is crazy. I only told a few people this because it's funny. So like, because I just haven't been talking about Pokemon, but there's like a fetish where people like a guy like there's one like a video where a guy goes out on his bike, and he's sitting on his bike pedaling, and he has his balls hanging out of his like shorts, but they're like cinched with like a knot or something. So like that's what Victory Bell looks like. That's what Mega Victory Bell looks like, and it cracks me up. It looks like a guy's ball sack that is like has like a cinch around it, has like a thing around it. And after when I saw like Mega Victory Bell, I lost. I went, holy shit, that's the guy's nutsack that drove around on his bike, showing it to everyone. I mean, I'm gonna like look up that video because it's so fucking funny. Like the guy's a freak. Like the guy should probably be like stoned, but it makes me think of that. It's like so funny. It's so funny. I wanted to have it almost where I had a background of me riding on a bike and the Victory Bell hanging there. I know. I love Victory Bell too. He looks so good, but I immediately saw that and went, oh no. I want to have art of me like on a bike and the Victory Bell's just hanging where the But no one would get the reference. Well, that's ruined now. Yeah, well, that's ruined now. That's ruined now. I'm trying to think what what ones I liked. I'm gonna look at the megas in a bit that are been announced so far. There was a lot that I didn't really care for. Let me check. Actually, I'm kind of curious. New megas, dude. That mega fucking Arbok was so cool. Ended up being fake. I pissed me off because like when it first came out, that image, I saw him. And, whoa, that's kind of cool. I didn't like it at first. I went, wait, that's kind of cool. And then I was like, okay, whatever. And then I stopped looking at Pokemon stuff completely. And then sure enough, I go look at it last night because I'm like, wait, there was a Mega Arbok, and it ended up being fucking bullshit. That made me so mad. That's cool. So I got some images from Toy Company. Yeah, the fucking Raichu looks stupid, dude. Delphox is cool. Have you seen Delphox's? It has 3 broomsticks. It's pretty much 3 broomsticks, a little bit more outfit, I would assume, and a little bit more hair. I kind of like that one. I don't care for Haluchas. I don't care for Dragonite that much. I like the Tala Dragonite, but I don't like the headpiece. I'm not a fan of that. I like Malamar's because Malamar's pretty fucking crazy. His looks like straight up he's gonna finally have the power to fully grab onto you and be a tentacle monster. Chestnut doesn't look bad. I was never a Chestnut fan. I think he's just, it's like but he kind of looks cool in this one. He gets like a cape and get like some more armor. He's like more of a knight and he gets like a weird like spear thing. Greninja looks decent, but like it's Greninja, it's pretty much almost the same except he's upside down now with the new headpiece. There's nothing really to write home about that. Nothing really like cool about that, honestly. And then I don't know what's real after that. I just know those ones for the new ones. I'm trying to think if there's another picture because there's tons of fake pictures out there, and it's pissing me off. He's like, I just want to see what's real. Yeah, no, I there's no fucking list that I can find. I type in new megas and half of them are fake, and it pisses me off. I bet I could find it if I really looked, but I don't really want to go that deep into it. Because they're trying to keep things secret still. Do you want? Let's look up a YouTube video. Yeah, I think they're locked behind. A DLC possibly, which is bullcrap. Ranks a lot. I'm more stuff anime like that one with Bonanza and totally forgot the name. The idea of ranks. What do you mean by that, Lucario Queen Master? You mean like the new ranking system with going through trainers, like the trainer rank you get like from Z to A or whatever it is? I think that could be kind of cool if that's what I'm talking about. I don't know much about the new game because I wasn't gonna get it, and then the last 2 weeks I want to play it. I'm like cautiously optimistic about it being okay, not being like the best game, being okay. I very I'm coming out very yeah, new ranking, yeah. Meeks, if you don't know, there's a new ranking system where it's like you start out at Z rank, and as you beat trainers, you rank up through the alphabet, and you can do special ranking to get to certain ranks and whatnot. So that's kind of cool. Start people want their megas during yeah, exactly. It's crazy. I don't know if they're going to change that. I don't know if they're going to be like, yeah, we messed up. I like the idea of DLC being planned out and being not worked on while they're making the game, but worked on the last month or two of the games before it launches, because at that point the game's pretty much good. They have to just polish out stuff, and the people that polish out stuff aren't the people that really make the content like that. So I think having DLC announced is awesome. I think the idea of that's really good, but making it to where you're prioritizing it things from the main game before, that's insane. Yeah, no, that's the biggest problem. Is that the game's gonna be limited to the city. If there's no sewer systems, bro, are you kidding me? And I heard that the rooftops, some of them aren't gonna be that searchable. So I gotta eat some food. I haven't eaten today. Some aren't gonna be that searchable as others, and I feel it's gonna get suffocating after a while. I feel like with Arceus, it was so open. The world was massive. It felt so good, and you could just fly around and not really bump into trees. It feels like I'm gonna like bump into things constantly, like fucking meters and whatnot, and random trees and signs and fences and stuff. I feel like it's gonna be kind of frustrating. It won't be as easily to navigate. I feel like, who knows, maybe not. I feel like it's gonna be not that big. I mean, the game's 4 GB, and probably get 2 to 3 more gigabytes. Arceus was 6 GB, 6 or 7, I think. So it's like, how are we? Excuse me, for the Switch 1. I feel like the game's gonna get boring after a while. A lot faster than Arceus. The problem that Arceus had, Arceus was a top tier Pokemon shiny hunter game. The problem they had was that there was no I'm gonna look up a new Mega List, which I need to find one. One second. There was no content after the game launched. They released massive mass outbreaks a month after being released. Why not 3 or 4? Don't know why. Devalued all the shinies. Kind of ruined the game. People just then went after them, manipulated the massive outbreaks, got the Pokemon they wanted, and then never played the game again. Instead of having them grind for those Pokemon for like at least 3 to 4 months. And then no DLC. Biggest waste. Locked with the mythical Pokemon and legendaries. Biggest waste. Biggest, like, the most fumbled Pokemon game. With content. The way I see it as, every legendary Pokemon, to shiny hunt it, we'll say it's 25 hours. Sometimes it'll take, like, 50, 60 hours. Other times it'll take 10 hours. But if we do it that every single game is 20 hours, and 25 hours every hunt is, and there's 10 legendary Pokemon, that's a lot of content. That's 50 hours, 500 hours. I'm not sure. I can't do math right now. I'm eating. But that's like multiple hundreds of hours of content just taken away. It's not high quality content, but for the people that like to shiny hunt, that's high quality content because they like to shiny hunt. And that's something that will keep them distracted for 200 plus hours. So, with me on Pokemon, they phoned. Sorry, I got a sale. I just made a sale, so I have to see what it is. Oh, yo, goated. I just sold a Ceruledge. Ceruledge? Is that his name? Ceruledge? Ceruledge? That new purple sword guy from Scarlet and Violet. I have an action figure. I sell Pokemon action figures. Excuse me, I just sold one. That's awesome. He was selling well when he first came out, and now he doesn't really sell that well, and I don't make as much money, so I'm like, oh man, I hope these last 2 sell and never buy another one again. Oh, excuse me, sorry, I'm eating. Oh yeah, I'm looking up Mega Evolutions. I knew Mr. Trex. It's been a long time. Treeks? I think that's the person I'm thinking of is. If it's not, my bad. Getting mixed up. Treeks, Trex. The name sounds familiar. I do. Okay. Do you know? If someone has like a list of shiny, I'm not shiny Pokemon, the new Mega Evolutions, could you please like list them in the comments? Because I don't. I haven't followed enough to know what the fuck is what. I'm getting so frustrated. I liked Arceus a lot. I know it's not for everyone though. I feel like the biggest fumble Arceus had was we need more Pokeballs. We need more Pokemon to be added after the game. They should add like 50 more every like month or 2. They should have made the thing they should have done, which would have made the game 100 times better, is make the wild zone or the wild area, whatever it's called, the danger zone or whatever from the games, where after you beat the game you go to that one area where it's like 3 different areas. They could have like made that an island and slowly unlocked each one, adding like 100 Pokemon in. Could have done that. Could have been amazing free content, super easy content. But instead they just were like, no, let's just have the game die. And we made our money, so who cares? That was frustrating. I need to do everything 100% before moving on Goblin Brains 2 rule I'm playing. Yeah, no, I get that. Luckily, I don't have that. I used to, but I don't have that. I do not, luckily. But yeah, no, that's that game I liked a lot. And with Arceus, there's like a lot of that where it's like you don't really even. It's not even like useful doing the 100%. It's not even useful, but you still want to do it. Yeah, I feel like the big things that could have made Arceus a top tier game let you establish a town in each area. Make the areas, obviously, I think the areas should be bigger. Obviously, they're pretty big, but they should have been like double the size. So you could implement a town and have like other little tiny villages. Because a few of the maps had little villages, which was cool, but it felt still kind of empty. I feel like they could have added a few more little areas, little stops and whatnot, and have it to where you can implement a town in each area, and have it to where you can build up the town, which then could also like add like multipliers. Like maybe you'd be able to bring in new Pokemon because that you make certain food that attracts Pokemon. Are you like grow certain flowers that attracts Pokemon. They could have done a lot with Arceus to make it to where it had like a longer lifespan, and like this lets you do more stuff in the game. Town decorations, house decorations. Make it to where you can hire people to make Pokemon dolls and whatnot. They can decorate your or your house with things like that. Like they could have done so much, but when you're dealing with a multi-billion-dollar company, I have to think about investors. It's only going to make them, we'll say, an extra $10 million, maybe an extra $20 million. In the grand scheme of things, is that $20 million when you already made like $300 million really that big of a deal? Is it really helping the investors? And does that also make it to where now that has to be a staple and you have nothing to add later on? Doesn't make sense. Excuse me. Sorry. Doesn't make sense for like a company to limit themselves like that. So I get it from like a business standpoint. But you have investors and you want to always make sure you have some content for the next game. You can't give everything away because then it has to be a staple. Then how are you you have to keep adding and whatnot. So it's a mess. You want to play something RC? Yeah, Palworld's fun. I played it. The problem with Palworld is I have there's like no like real focus like when it first came out at least. Like I can do quite a bit of everything relatively fast, and there's not like too much going on with it. After a while, it kind of just seems like, what's the point after a while? I have that like a lot with like games like Ark and whatnot, where I'm like, what's the actual end goal? Because it lets you do whatever you want, but also, I need things to be like told like you need to make this massive base, you need to build up this town, you need to get all these pals, you need to wipe out this like cultist group, you need to do I need things that very in particular, and so in games like that are open like that where they let you do whatever you want, I tend to get like bored of fast because I'm like, oh, what do I do now, what's the point? But I did like it a lot. I think it was a really good game. I just got bored of it fast. I probably paid like 30 hours in the first week, maybe 40. And then I went, I don't want to play this game. But I liked it. I liked the gun system and whatnot. It was cool. Dude, I fucking hate this game. This game's so bad. I hate having to deal with the slice of life aspect when it's like teen drama. Yeah, please just let me go and play. I don't have a save file on this Switch. I think I sold the Switch that had all my save files. I hate this girl. Looks ugly. That champion, I hate how she looks. Not a fan of her hair. No, I don't like. Yeah, I hate how she looks. Not a fan of that. I hate her hair. Yeah. Where I like the idea of the game. It's cool, but also I'm not really into building. So having to build a house takes forever for me in a Palworld and in Ark, and it pisses me off because you mess up the smallest little thing, you gotta redo everything, and it's like, ay. But I do like the idea of goofing around in those games, and I feel like Palworld runs a lot better than most games like that. Oh, excuse me. But I haven't played since launch, so I need to try it again sometime. Maybe after like Legends ZA, I get upset about it and get annoyed because it's not like what I want in my life. I'll look into it. I'm interested to see how the raids work. I feel like that's gonna it looks cool, but I feel like it's gonna probably flop. I feel like it's not gonna be something that gets implemented right or gets done right. I feel like it's gonna be like one of those things where it's like it has potential, but once again, they flounder it. So we'll see how that goes. Because it feels like there's no like Razor's kind of dumb. On Chromebook, I had to get a damn refund. Also, oh, that sucks. Yeah, it's a fun game, but like it's a lot harder to run on stuff. It's a lot harder to run on stuff. because it's, you know, a more complex game. So Chromebooks can't handle it. My computer could barely handle it. My old laptop. Luckily, it's on Xbox, right? I can't remember. I think it's on Xbox. So you can do that. To level caps in older Pokemon games has been testing my pay. Yeah. No, it's kind of bad. Going back and re-grinding levels in the old Pokemon games, not good. It's not satisfying at all. Not satisfying at all. Like, I remember having to trade over Pokemon just to get that EXP boost. Also, why'd she get a cool, like, Rotom, like, black phone? That always made me mad. So unfair. But, I'm feeling that, though, with my wanting to play, like, Fortnite and Call of Duty. I can't play them because my computer's not running that well. It's pissing me off. Whoa, I just glitched. It's pissing me off. My computer's just at its final, like, you know, leg, final stand. It sucks. Yeah, the XYZ, yep, EXP share, yep. Still one of the most powerful things. Still one of the most powerful things, man. Future Pokemon mentions the possibility of Heart Gold Soul Silver remake. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing something like that. I don't hate Heart Gold Soul Silver, but I think it's like, you know, one of those top tier ones. But I remember waiting in line and getting it, and being like, "Oh, this is awesome." But then I got kind of like, shit. 1 second, I talked to Arvin. Then I played it. I went, "This is cool." And I beat it. And I went, kind of bored of it. But I never did the extra content. But I did like it. And shiny hunting is really nice. Shiny hunting in that game, really good. Especially because it has the run feature set up right, and it's so much faster than other Gen 4 games. But with me, I want a Let's Go 2 before a Heart Gold Soul Silver remake. I want a Let's Go 2, be Johto. I want it to be the exact same type of game, just maybe a bit bigger, obviously, like just area-wise. But I also would like to have it set camera angles. I don't want full rotation around. I feel like a Let's Go game has to be bound to that set camera angle. And I would like them to be like that, be like a Let's Go Johto, but like a Heart Gold Soul Silver, in the sense of it not being taking the place of a remake, but being the Heart Gold Soul Silver in Let's Go style. Because then you have tons of hunts, then you got a lot more Pokemon, and then you can do a lot more. Sorry, I'm not really playing the game. I'm just chatting because I don't like this game. I just do not like this game. It's my least favorite Pokemon game because it's so much talking. I hate the story, and I hate trying to shiny hunt in it because it doesn't feel good. Let's Go game is my favorite. I think in the last 10 years, Let's Go might be my favorite. I just love it. You can just relax. There's tons of great ways to hunt. The problem is it had no content once you got all the shiny Pokemon you wanted, because there was so little. There's like only 151. You couldn't shiny hunt Mew, so only 150. And it's like, what's the point? What's the point, man? So I feel like if they would have just made DLC, I would have paid $30 if they made DLC to let you unlock Johto. That would have been goated. I'd rather it be a whole entire game itself. Because with Johto, you can unlock, you could bring back the headbutting trees. You could finally implement fishing. You could, because now they have like a system. Breeding, you could do eggs again, which I think would be cool. I feel like eggs could work in Let's Go for shiny hunting. Because the reason why is that you could do your egg hunting and do soft resets at the same time of like going down a route, checking all the Pokemon, none of them are shiny, go away, come back down. So you can double hunt. Dude, that would go crazy. You could double hunt. Like you could have done that, you know, in like wait, there's no eggs in this game, right? Was there any eggs in this game? I don't remember. But you couldn't do that in Sword and Shield because it didn't show the overworld shiny. Legends Arceus didn't have that. And I don't think this game, was there eggs? No, there was eggs in this game. So you could do it in this game, but the Pokemon are so tiny in this game, you couldn't even tell. Yeah, that's how little I fucking played this game. I can't remember if there's egg hatching in this game or not. But, so you could do it in this game, but the Pokemon are tiny. And Let's Go, they'll be scaled right, and you'd be able to see all the Pokemon. So, double shiny hunting at the same time would be good. It'd be just fixed camera angles. It's not all this crazy movement like these new games. Playing through like the old games I never played before, so I'm starting Heart Gold soon. Heart Gold, you'll like it. Heart Gold's good. A lot of post-game content. Crazy amount of post-game content. It's kind of like ridiculous. I never did all the post-game content because I kind of like gave up playing after I beat the main story and then played a bit more. But yeah, no, I'm trying to think. What was I gonna say? No, let's go in a Johto. Let's go Johto with Heart Gold Soul Silver as like the base body of it. Would be awesome. And then also you add DLC where you get a lot more areas. Maybe you go like to like an island, like a tropical island that has a whole bunch of Pokemon there that aren't here as like a DLC or something. That's like the biggest problem is they need stuff like that. I'm sure it'll be good. Yeah. No, you'll like it. It's fun. You get that free Gyarados shiny, which is awesome. I'm trying to think what my favorite part of Heart Gold Soul Silver. I think we finally get to go over Johto. But at the same time, I also kind of... Not Johto, my bad. Kento. At the same time, I kind of hate it, though. Because it's kind of like... Some of it's limited. Like, there's no, like, Viridian Forest. That's crazy. How are you about to lock Viridian Forest? I get they didn't have enough space on the game. But how are you going to make it to where I can't see, like, you know, Butterfrees and Beedrills and Weedles and Pikachus and Bulbasaurs? I know Bulbasaur's only added in Let's Go, but it could have been added into that, you know? The one thing I do like about the Pokemon Cup is they finally implemented that you can just get starter Pokemon in the wild now. That started around, was it Sun and Moon, kind of? Where they implemented that somewhat with, like, the... Was it? I can't remember. I think maybe Sun and Moon, like, you could call them in sometimes or something. Maybe not. I know it was in, Let's Go, and then it was in Arceus. Was it in Sword and Shield, where you could find starter Pokemon in the wild? I think they maybe in the DLC. Man, it's been so long since I played Pokemon, I can't remember shit anymore. I'm getting old, too. But I know Legends Arceus and Let's Go were the first games for sure. Like, the first ones for sure. I got Shiny Drowsy, my Fire Red, please. That's awesome. No, that's cool. I love Shiny Drowsy. He's such a creep, though. That's one of the bad parts. He's such a little creep. He's a little cretin. Yeah, no, that's the thing where it's like Pokemon knows what they're doing, and it's freaking creepy, dude. Because like Hypno, you know, Hypno and Drowsy, like, they steal kids. And you go on the dark side of that. Drowsy's based off of a Tapir, and Tapir have like massive weenies. So that's just weird. Like, that's weird. Why would you make a Pokemon that's based off of a Pokemon or based off an animal that has a huge wiener, and they don't have an ability to like hypnotize people or entrance people, but then give them that ability? That's kind of crazy. It'd be different if like a Tapir like had some ability to like memorize people to make them like, you know, follow his like every will or whatever. But he don't have that ability. So why'd you give like a creep Pokemon a big like a wee wee based off of a animal with a big wee wee? That's like what's known for, and it has the ability to like hypnotic people and whatnot, you know? Yeah, it's fucking weird, huh? It's fucking weird. I'm fine with making a creepy Pokemon like that, where it kidnaps people, kids or whatever. Like, yeah, I get like they're gonna be, maybe they have them do their bidding, but why make it off of a Pokemon that has a huge wiener? Like, that's kind of crazy. That's crazy. But the Japanese are built different. They're kind of freaks over there. Kind of freaks. That's why I say they don't do like mature content, but they secretly do. It's stupid. Like, you know, like, of course, like the perp people turning to Gardevoir, marrying them, and then Gardevoir's technically based off like of a male knight, so he's like kind of like actually like a twink, you know. So it's like really, it makes me mad that they're acting like they can't make this when they secretly are the whole time. It's like, come on, dude. Can we be so for real, please? Oh, excuse me, I did burp. Oh, yeah, I call it Game Freak for a reason. That's so funny. They call it Game Freak for a reason. I should do a series like that where I say, You know, I bring up all like the really sus stuff because not many people draw that connection with Drowsy. Like people that are into that type of stuff, like you know that type of hentai stuff, they get it, but the average person doesn't get that. And I only know that because tapirs are funny, and I saw that, went, dude, that guy's wee wee's longer than him. That's so funny. And then one day I'm playing Pokemon like that, Drowsy, and I'm like, wait a second, Drowsy, Hypno steals kids. Uh oh. Yeah, the Typhlosion and the rap. Yeah, where like Typhlosion also like steals kids too or something. I don't remember the Rapidash story, unless that's the same like interconnected story. I just know there's a lot of crazy stuff. Next thing we're gonna know that Drifloon has a huge wiener, so when it steals kids, like, you kidding me? I was kind of having a conversation with a few days ago saying that Digimon's newer Pokemon Day of the Creation. I was saying why is Digimon looking way better than Pokemon. I'm half and half on that. I don't really know how. Like I'm not sure which game, like which series came out first, Pokemon or Digimon. I assume it was Pokemon, right? And then Digimon was maybe they were made like I think 2 or 3 years after. And there's times where the Digimon games, it has like it can do so much more because it's not like confined to a corporate entity that has large backers and that has people that have to make money off of it essentially, like Digimon does. And Digimon has more freedom, where Pokemon is very sterile and they have to be very particular and they have to really pander to the fan base and they have to be very precise with what they do. Have to be like very precise with what they do, where Digimon has more free reign what they can do. And I like what Digimon's doing in the sense of making content and making games. Like their card game went crazy for a while. I'm just not a Digimon guy. I think that an Agumon that can digivolve into like 10 different things, that's fucking dumb to me. Then what's the point of having a different Digimon that if I can make that Digimon evolve into that one or digivolve into that, it's like, get out of here. I hate Digimon. I think the idea of Digimon's cool, but also I don't like how they only get one Digimon. Like, I'm a tamer, and it's like, dude, you only got one Digimon? Like, in the show, at least. I know outside of that you can. Makes me mad. Yeah, the man marrying the Rapidash. Yep, okay, now I remember that. This whole human and Pokemon relations, yeah. Yeah, pretty crazy. Look, I can understand, not that I say I like it, I can understand people are freaks. So marrying a Gardevoir makes sense. Marrying a Baneri, not Baneri, my bad, Lopunny. Baneri, that's kind of crazy. Marrying Lopunny kind of makes sense. Marrying a Rapidash, that's a horse, bro. That's a horse. You fucking a horse, bro. That's fucked up. I get like Lopunny. I get it. Not that I say I would, but I get it. It's pretty much a human with like a big old onesie mask on. But come on now, Rapidash. Save some for the rest of us. Let's get. Yeah, they tend to have a lot of patents. Pokemon does, and to me, it's like I don't like that Nintendo abuses their patent system and sues people into oblivion. But also as a company, I respect it because you gotta protect your IP. But I think it goes to a certain extent. Because to be fair, Palworld, they did straight up scam a lot of Pokemon designs, but at the same time, so many Pokemon designs are so basic, it's not like it's something that anyone would make. So it's like you can't really get mad when like they copy something that, like, how can they not copy? It's such a basic ass thing, you know? It's like such a basic ass thing. But and I think like as a company you should be able to, because if I made something, I wouldn't want someone to copy me and take all my hard-earned money. But also, I'm a singular person. I'm not a multi-billion-dollar company that has made their money's worth a billion times over. I'm just like a guy. And I think once you get to a certain point as a company, you shouldn't really be able to infringe. Like, you shouldn't have, like, you know, get as, like, caught up in, like, if people are infringing on your IP as much. And to be fair, Pokemon has been a lot better with people, like, selling fan merch in the last, like, 5 years than it was prior. At least that's what it seems like to me. So, I'm half and half on how they handle it. Sometimes I think they get a little bit too ridiculous, but also I realize that it's not even them. It's also they have investors and shareholders that without them they wouldn't have the funds easily. But also they don't because they're also I think a private company. Well, they do have them, but it's also like an in-house company. So it is actually I take back. It's kind of scummy to some extent. It's a mess, is how I see the Pokemon company at times. But I'm not really into Digimon like that, and I feel like Pokemon like booty blasted every day of the week, and is way better. And the thing is that with Pokemon, it's not gonna look as good as Digimon because Pokemon has to release a product every 3 years, and they have to always bring something better to the table. And they're always kind of like stay the same formula. Where Digimon can branch out. There's multiple different Digimon games, and there's multiple different like companies that make Digimon games, so they can get away with that. Where Pokemon they can't do that. They kind of have like they're bound to what they are. Not that that's a good thing, but that's just kind of how it goes. Did I have to go to sleep or something? What the fuck's going on here? 1 second. I'm not even paying attention to this game. I'm yapping. So, but Digimon will always look better because one also they can release on a PlayStation, bro. They release on an Xbox. Pokemon's bound to the Switch where it's crappy hardware. It's like it's 5 gigabytes of RAM type shit, not like fucking 20. So when it comes down to it, Digimon will always look better just because it has releases for other systems that have the power and the hardware and the engines to do that. So of course it's gonna look better than Pokemon. But also in that same vein, I will say that Pokemon should look better only because they're a multi-billion-dollar company. And but you also have to think about they have fucking 1,000 Pokemon in the game. They have to do 1,000 walk animations, 1,000 battle animations. Even though they're very simplistic, they still have to do a lot that contributes to cutting out time on making sure other areas look fine. And there's a lot to it. You have to have all those Pokemon interact with the environment and walk around with all those assets. And it's a lot more complex than we realize. But also, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's still like a fucking billion-dollar company. They need to get their shit together and release a powerful system. Especially after releasing the Switch 2, they have no fucking right to say that they can't release a system that's powerful. Like, there's no way they can't. How you doing, Jesse? Is that Jesse? How you doing, dude? I can't tell if it is because my screen's too small. I just see the profile picture. So it's like, after they release the Switch 2, you gotta make something that's powerful like the fucking Xbox. That's powerful like the PlayStation. There's no excuses after like the $500+ price tag, dude. You can't be like that, Nintendo. You're like, well, it's a handheld. Like, well, then stop making handhelds, dude. Make a handheld and then make an actual system that's powerful so we can get real games. Real games. Me and my brother are talking about how like the Switch 2, like it no, I hear nothing about it really. I don't really hear people talking about like Mario Kart World. Is that what it is? That game kind of went its way relatively fast because they didn't do it right. Like, it's probably still fun. There's probably people that played obviously, but nowhere near as you would see a Mario Kart game. Okay, good. Yeah, I am. I'm doing okay for the most part. Had some tough times the last couple weeks, but I'm doing a lot better. And Pokemon's around the corner, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I don't know why they don't make another. Like, they could literally make a 3DS again and just make a 3DS. Don't make it as powerful. Make it literally the same thing and make games like that. Dude, people, like, that's the problem I hate about, like, people that care about graphics is that they think that, like, I like the Sun and Moon art style for the most part. It's not my favorite game, but I like the Sun and Moon. I like the X and Y art style. I like the black and white art style. I loved the fucking Diamond Pearl remake art style. It's simplistic. It's cute. It's adorable. I like it. I want that more often. And I'm okay with having that lower quality art style than super hyper realistic stuff. Because I like it. And if you just make us a handheld that keeps those graphics, I'd be fine. People liked all the Link games that came out that use that type of graphic style. So you can bring back a fucking 3DS type situation and make games that are that quality. And people would be content. And then they don't have to be worried about putting them on a Switch and making people angry that, oh, Brilliant Diamond got released when it should have been Arceus 2. And it's like, dude, shut up, dude. Shut up, dude. You deserve to be beaten. But that's why I feel like if they just bring back a handheld that's like a DS, smaller than the Switch, and then bring something up like an actual system that is powerful, then that'd be good. Because after making it like, well, it was $500 to Switch 2, right? There's no excuse to making it to where it's like, oh, they gotta, you're only paying $400, $350, $400, $300 for this Switch. But now it's like what, almost 500 or 500 or some shit around there. That's crazy. That's crazy. Black and white 2 Oris look way better than the. Yeah, no, they kind of do. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Now, granted, if you were to scale it up, it probably wouldn't look as good. I mean, the Oris, but the pixel graphics of black and white, some of the best. And I want pixel stuff like that again. I like it. I think it's cool. Mystery Dungeon, awesome design, awesome style, awesome art style. Loved it. Would like to see more of it. If they make another Mystery Dungeon, they better not fucking Shylock everything. Having only 27 hunts or so in Mystery Dungeon made that game like the worst game ever, because it was so fun to hunt. And then they finally, it's like, oh, that's cool. But ruined is I can't hunt other things. I hunt only the boss. I have a chance to fail it. That's bullshit. And it's not like it sucked just off of that. It was so bad. But if they made a Mystery Dungeon where it's almost an instant recruit, if you get a shiny and anything could be shiny, then that game would be goated. That game would be sweet. I hope the next one, if they make another remake, it ends up doing that. Or even it's its own Mystery Dungeon. I want it to be tile-based. I like the tile-based. I don't want it to be like, I would like an open world type of move around, look around game. I would like that. Well, actually, no, I think open world Pokemon sucks. It should never be open world. It should be, until he has a powerful system, it should be segmented like Arceus. That's why Arceus was so good, because it was segmented. I'm playing Super Mario Mon. I haven't seen that one yet. That's cool. That's cool, actually. Yeah, I like the old school look. It's sweet. It's like simplistic. Everything doesn't have to be fucking super modernized now. I hate the companies think everything has to be top of the line. It's so frustrating. It makes me so mad. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of that. It is what it is, though. Type of, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Yeah, no, I am. I just hope they'll eventually kind of go back and release stuff. Like, and here's the thing: you could literally release fucking Emerald and Sapphire and Ruby and all those games on your iPhone. You could easily do that to sell it for $10. I would pay $10 for that, and then you have it on your iPhone. You can play it and you can have a fun time. Even simple stuff like that they don't do. And it's like ridiculous. It's like ridiculous. They could sell an in-game app on the computer, because there's a lot of people that have Nintendo Switches and computers now. There's a lot of people that have laptops that could easily run fucking Ruby and Sapphire like 100 times over, because that's such a basic game. So if you just made an in-web browser, not even that, app. You could even do in-web browser, honestly. You could probably do that, and it'd be amazing. Like a Flash game. So many things they could do, but they don't do it. It's free money, which they could take that money and invest it into more games like that. Like, could you imagine out of nowhere, they released fucking Black and White 3, but it's in, like, the same art style, pixel and whatnot, just kind of updates, so it looks a bit nicer. In the same, like, turn-based, same, like, movement, top-down camera, fixed camera angles. Could you imagine if they just did that? Released Black and White 3. And it's just that, dude. That would go crazy. That would be probably the best thing they could ever have done, because it breaks so many of their, like, things they normally do. Because Black and White was, like, the first game that really broke out of its shell, where it's like, oh, we actually have, like, an actual sequel. Like, sure, we had Pokemon Coliseum and Pokemon XY Gal Darkness, but they weren't really, like, a sequel. It wasn't really a sequel. It was more so, it was like, this happened in this universe, but we don't really connect them together. And, no, they could totally do something with that. Like, we had, of course, Red and Blue, And then we had Johto. We had Gold and Silver. That technically was a sequel because it was 2 years, 3 years after, but they weren't connected like in that regard. Like they were, but they weren't. Like it was like, you know what I mean? It's not like a continuation. Because Black and White 2 was the same exact area, like same exact continent, just moved around, and years passed, so new things happened. Yeah, I know. Exactly. I don't like having the ROMs. Like, I don't like to hunt on ROMs because they're not, like, legit. But if you were to give us, like, an actual app or, like, even an in-app browser that you paid for and it connects to, like, Pokemon Bank or something and does that, you can hunt and you can't manipulate the odds, that would be awesome. They could literally, at this point, make an in-app browser. Like, you just pop open on Chrome and have to where you can make multiple accounts. Like, open up an incognito, open up a normal Chrome, open up a Bing, open up an incognito Bing, open up a Mozilla Firefox, like all these things, open up Brave, open up Microsoft Explorer, open all like the search engines so you have 20 gates going on at once so you can multi-hunt. That'd be so funny. That would make them money though. You think about that. That would make them crazy money. But you'd have to make an account for each one, you know, but you couldn't have like, you know, 5 rubies playing off the same account. They don't allow that. It'd be awesome if they did, but they don't allow that. Dude, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing right now. My game froze. Oh, I gotta push start. I'm looking at this thing. I'm like, why is it looking at me? I hate this game. I fucking hate this game. I hate playing it. It's also on a tiny screen right now because I don't have a TV right now. I let to let people know that don't know. I had a friend I met in real life. We're friends and known for about 3 years now, and got really close. Became like one of my best friends. And then, you know, we never really had any arguments or any fights. But there'd be times where he kind of annoyed me. But it's like, whatever, that's what friends do. And then I got him a lot of stuff for his, like, content, you know. I got him a lot of stuff for his content. And because he wanted to start making content, paid a lot of money to help him get it. And he said, you don't have to pay me back. And then, sure enough, he's like, oh, I have bills. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm not worrying about it. You got like, you know, at least 6-8 months before I had to really worry about you paying me back. And so I gave him a lot of time, and then he just started being kind of like not the, you know, he not the best of friend, but, you know, still friends. And then he gets fired from his job, and after that it's like he got really depressed, which I understand, but he got fired like from his job like in a dumb way where it's like, dude, it's kind of like your fault. Like, you just kind of have to deal with it. You're an adult, like, you know, you gotta just kind of deal with it and just get a new job. And, you know, he's depressed, but at the same time it's like, dude, you gotta get a job. Like, so instead he becomes like a streamer, and I'm like, yeah, he's like, he makes all these new friends online, which is good, but he would like never invite me to the servers to hang out with him. I'm like, dude, I make content. I'm gonna start streaming. We can like play together when we can do stuff, but like he's almost like he wanted to gatekeep and keep his friends to himself, and he didn't want me to like end up them liking me more or something like that in some regards, or like I don't know what really happened there, and it got to me where I got so frustrated. And I'm like sitting there, I'm like, dude, you're just at home streaming, and you could just get a simple part-time job and help pay back what I owe, because I owe like $800 now for this, and it's coming collecting, and I'm like dealing with that. And so I just like, once I like realized that he doesn't really actually value my friendship after I do so much for him, and he doesn't really actually care about me in that regard, I went, okay, do you want? I'm done. I'm not doing this shit no more. So that sucks because now I owe a lot of money that I have to start paying off, and it's whatever, it happens. But the thing is, I let him use also 2 of my monitors for streaming. I need those monitors now. I have no fucking TV to play on. I have just this big ass monitor which compresses the game to like about this size, like a little bit bigger than my head. Which, if you're playing a Pokemon game, a modern Pokemon game, that's fucking hard to play. That's fucking hard to play, bro. It's not easy to play. And so like with that happening, I am I had to get a new TV, and I have no money to get TV because I owe money on the card I use to get stuff with. So I'm fucked. I might be able to borrow a TV from my brother. He might have one, or there might be one out in our trailer. But yeah, he's like, right now I'm playing. That's also why it's a little bit harder for me to like focus and play. Is I'm playing on like a tiny ass screen right now. I can't even see. That I can see, but not enough to where it's making me like want to keep playing. Like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing right now. I'm just running in circles because I can't even see the text what I have to do. I can't even see the idea. So yeah, I'm in that spot where it's like I'm like I gotta pay off bills now, and yeah, it sucks because I thought he would be able to come through, and he doesn't, and then it's just one of the things where like sometimes you just lose friendships and whatnot. Is that a shiny? Oh no, I thought it was a shiny Lechonk. It's a little tiny, that little tiny yellow dude. It's a lot hard to see now because the screen's so small. Also, I did not want to go this way, I don't think. I think I want to go back to the city and go the other way. Yeah, over there. Oh, fuck me. Okay, now I know what's going on. Now I remember. I got lost in the city for a bit because I wasn't paying attention. I thought I was in a completely different city. I thought I was in like some Florida city for a bit. I was like, where the fuck are we? I was so confused right there. I was so confused. What was I trying to say? Yeah, so yeah, I have to. Luckily, Crystal's gonna donate for me to get the new game, so I'll be playing that, and then I'll probably play it heavily. And if I don't get monetization back within the first like 2 weeks, I probably will still stream and still make content and whatnot, just not as much. And then I'll work on getting a part-time job so that I can start paying off my bills. Because I have, I resell stuff. I buy things and resell them. I make decent profit, but sometimes the things don't sell, and I'm kind of sitting there like, uh-oh, I got to pay this off before the credit card hits that interest. And if I just get a job where I'm making, at least like, $1,000 a month just off that, then I'll be in a way better spot. Way better spot. But it was hard to find fucking jobs nowadays. Especially, I don't even have my high school diploma because I dropped out. I never got my GED because I'm not good at taking tests. But there's places that can hire me. It's just having to, find it. Okay, bug type gym. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Now we're on our way. Smoliv will be here. Yeah, I played BD. I loved BDSP. I know that it was very controversial to people. I love the fact it was full odds. I played it, I played 6 at once. I had 6 switches. I played 6 at once, and I loved it. I know it's not everyone's favorite. I know that they kind of fumble the shiny hunting. But I like that because I also like playing, I like that. I played full odds. Now I played 6 at once. If I played only 1 at once, I probably would be upset about the shiny hunting too. But if we're being honest, I played multiples at once, and it made it to where I got shines relatively consistently, at least a couple a day. So I couldn't even I liked it because I was like, but I liked it a lot. I liked the hunting methods. It was fun for me. It's good. It's if you want an updated version of Gen 4, if you like Gen 4, it's an updated version, and it has a completely cool underground, with tons of cool Pokemon. I would say go for the BDSP. BDSP to me is better than Platinum. I think Platinum's cool, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it is not a... There's a bit more to do, I believe, in BDSP. There's also, I think, a bit more in Platinum in some regards. I don't know. I personally like Brilliant Diamond, Shiny Pearl. Yeah, I like it. I think it's cute. I like it a lot. I think it's cute. But I know it's not for everyone. With me, it's like I like having unique art styles between games and whatnot. So I don't mind the chibi art style so much. Now, if that was a staple for every single Pokemon game, I probably would be like, I don't know about that. Shoot, that's a grass type I'm launching at him. That's not smart. But no, that's the game that I've probably one of my funnest experiences. I was actually hunting all the unknowns. I got I think 10 different shiny unknowns, maybe more. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can get every shiny, or you can get every legendary. If you want to hunt them, you can hunt them too. And the hunts are not too bad. Ooh, I think a package is here for me. Oh, I think a package is here for me. I'm gonna look in a second. I think the sparkles were okay too. They do have that the problem you run into is that shiny hunting is harder in regards that it is full odds. Even if you get the shiny charm, it only works, I think, on eggs. Because they like either I think it was intentional, or people say they fucked up. I think they did that intentionally. Um, but yeah, I like it a lot. I bought 6 copies of it, if that makes because I was only gonna buy 4, and I bought 6. I failed an Uxie shiny in that, and then that same day I got it again. That was one of the biggest heartbreaks I've ever felt. Is failing a legendary shiny. That's hard. That is heartbreaking. What got delivered? Something just got delivered. I don't know what it is. I remember going, oh, hey, that's coming. But I don't... Let me go check. It kind of sucks because I have to, from now on, whenever I buy stuff, I have to record me opening it. Because they might scam me. Because I had that happen. Okay, one second. It's right here. I'm in my living room now. Oh, jeez. I got a whole bunch of stuff. My mom brought stuff from her car and I put it away. This is cool. Okay, I forgot about this. Now I remember. I don't know if you can hear me, but this is awesome. I think these sold out. I can't remember. I thought they would do better. I don't know if they sold out. I'll have to check. It's been very bad, so I haven't really... Yeah, no. They have the Poke Radar if you want to take a chance at doing the Poke Radar. My mom's calling me. 1 second. Yeah? 1 second. I'm Yeah, bye. Sorry, my nephews called me. And they're what? Don't tell me this broke, bruh. Okay, no, we're good. Sorry. I saw action figure. I thought it broke for a second. My nephews called me. They went to Chuck E. Cheese. I was gonna go today, but I'll be honest with you guys. I have a hemorrhoid and it hurts, so I'm gonna go there. That was gross, but it had to happen. I couldn't go. Because I've been eating like crap. I was eating really good, and I stopped taking dietary fiber, and I've been eating really bad. So I got that from that. But I'm doing this just to make sure that everything's here. This is awesome, by the way. I kind of regret buying them because I don't have money, and this is when I had a bit more money. And I don't know if I can sell these, but I don't know if they sold out. Ugh. Okay, there's 3. I was gonna say, is there only 2? There's 3. We're good. Oh shit, that's heavy. Look at this thing. It's a dangled Jersey Devil, but more like the actual, real evil Jersey Devil, Jersey Devil, the one from like actual like folklore about a witch, not like a real like this is cryptic related, but not as like the cryptic. Let me see. Open this dang old strain. I bought 3 of them, 1 to keep, maybe 2 to keep, for the story I'm making, but I don't know if these are gonna sell, so I'm actually gonna keep all 3. I didn't learn my last time. Sometimes these sell really well, other times these do not sell at all, and the last 2 times they did not sell at all. They did not sell at all. Let me see. I love using scissors or a knife to cut the top of boxes and make it to where I can get collector-wise. It's still good condition. It's awesome. Let me see. Oh, dude, that's cool. I got it also because I think the wings are compatible with something. I want to use the wings for another character. And also, if I can do it right, I might be able to use the wings for like one of my trolls. Okay. That's crazy. His face is insane. He got the I'm yawning sleepy face. Look at that hop up above my head in the game. I just realized that. He's just chilling. He's straight up just chilling. Oh, fuck. Well, that's not good. His head came off easy. That's fine. I don't think it's like broke or nothing. Oh yeah, he comes with some like bone weapons, which I needed. That's awesome. His head pops off pretty easy, but that's not like a bad thing. Because that means I can switch between his heads easier. It's just more so if it's posing a certain way, is it gonna fall? Look at this dude. Okay, he's not gonna focus, sadly. I'd have to actually go. Okay, it's cool. It's cool. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I'm not gonna sit here and try to focus it for 10 minutes. But I'm very happy with that for the most part so far. Where's his tail at? He has a tail plug. Is it in his wings? Yeah, he got some wings too, because he's known for flying. Oh, I dropped my pop can. Oh, this is the tail. I thought this was like a pitchfork. It's his tail. Now, hopefully, like this will sell and I can make like $10 off of it. Because if I make like $10 off it, that's better than making no money. Okay, the problem is that his head pops off easy, but his tail does not want to go on easy. I might have to heat it up. It has a wire in the tail, so the tail can pose and bend. Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah, dude, we're not gonna... I'm gonna lose my shit. I hate trying to put stuff on. Whoops, 1 second. So this one is a crypto zoology one, but they don't always, like, I think this might be their first one, because they do a line called Mythos Obscura, I think it's called, where it's like every other month they release something from like historical fiction. One of them, like, they are like some type of like pre-established fiction, or even like real life things. Like, for example, they released Ganesha, which is like, you know, the Hindu god, elephant god. They always figure like that. Not to be disrespectful, they played homage really well. Another one they released was Frankenstein, and another one they released. Let me just look it up right now. These are awesome. I think Group would like these a ton, and they're pretty, like, I don't know how much they are like in the Netherlands and whatnot, but they're actually pretty cheap for being super high quality. Like, I think this was like $60 some. It's like maybe it was like 70 after shipping and whatnot, but it's massive, amazing articulation, tons of crazy details, has wings and everything, and weapons. But let me look this up. Mythic Legions figure. How do I figure? Obscura. What was it called? Obscura. Yeah, figure out Obscura. Okay, I forgot to put an A. Jersey Devils came out. Ganesha just came out. Oh, then like the Ghost of Christmas Pass. He's like a known, like, you know, thing. Frankenstein's creature. Gods of Ancient Egypt, which is like two Egyptian gods. Ghost of Jacob Marley from the Christmas Carol. Masquerade of the Red Death from Edgar Allan Poe's. Okay, I'll look it up. Sun Wukong from China. They love fucking Wukong. Sun Wukong. The Headless Horseman they made a figure for. I gotta show you. This is just too cool. Is it the good night show, man? Window capture. I want to capture. Excuse me. There it is. Okay. Let me get this bigger so you can kind of see it. There we go. But yeah, like, here's like the Headless Horseman. This one's awesome. I want it. This one costs a lot because it, I think, was like $100 and something when it came out, and it comes with a massive horse. Then the Headless Horseman with a pumpkin head. But then sure enough, now it's like 150 because, you know, it's rare now. That's one of them. That's a figure obscura. Yeah, everyone loves the Headless Horseman. Am I on like the default? No, that's just everyone loves the Headless Horseman. Here's like the other ones, like the Egyptian gods. Like I think they mostly start at $60, and then they end up going up pretty high. I think that's the Krampus. Krampus, yeah, that's the Krampus, like mythological, lore type thing. There's Frankenstein. You can't really see him, but there's Frankenstein. Here's Ganesha. Right there. That looks so good. I have one open, and I have two, which I'm just waiting for him to be rare. Yeah, that one's expensive. So like with action figures, these are super high quality. So like for example, this Ganesha I think was $70, which sounds like a lot, but compared to like what he normally would have been, it's not as bad. There's some that are worth like $30-$40, but these are like the high quality ones. This is like a very like, if you had it in your hands, you'd understand. Also, you're not like a figure collector, so like $60, like $70 I think, or $80 for this is like a steal for this type of figure. But new collectors or people that don't collect, it's like holy crap. Like this, for example, this is massive. So this like being I think like $100 and something makes sense. But when it goes to the aftermarket, if it sells out, it's brutal. It's brutal. This is okay. You want to see something cool? Check out this guy. This guy's huge. Beathir. This guy's huge, and I'm going to show you how this is huge. So you see that troll right here, that gray troll. See how this is the comparison? This is the troll, bro. Check this out. 1 second. This is the troll. The troll is like 1/3, 1/4 the size of the dragon in length and whatnot. Like this troll is huge. That's this troll right there. Beathir's massive, bro. The dragon is massive. I'm trying to get. Look at that. I bought. He's not released yet. I pre-ordered 2, and then I bought 2 more on another system, and they were a lot. They were $650. I think $700 just for the base set. It came with the dragon, which is huge, and it comes with 3 action figures. And then it comes with just a few other pieces. Then they had upgrade packs that cost a lot, and I got a few of those, but not too many. But the figures alone that are in this set will sell for about $200, like $150, $200. So just say if I sold all 3 figures that came, not the dragon, I could probably make $500 off of it. So I paid off almost the dragon, and then I could sell the dragon probably for like $650 to maybe $900, depending on how good he sells, because a lot of people missed out on it. Oh, how you doing, Andrea? Andrea just popped in. A lot of people missed out on Beathir. He was only up for I think a month and a half, and on the websites that are already reselling him, like as pre-orders, he's like $850. And here's one of the soldiers that he comes with, like this like silver mask legion. I'm trying to see if they have a. Let me look at Beathir now. Beathir's so goated, dude. This figure's so huge. Like look at that. Detailing's phenomenal. Detailing's insane, bro. But I have 4 of these guys coming in. I'm going to hopefully sell 3. Maybe I can keep 2 because I want 2 dragons. Because that would be kind of cool having 2 dragons. See that fire he's shooting out? That was a sadly it was an add-on piece. So I had to pay, I think, $60 for that. Maybe it was $70. But he came with a skeleton figure as well. I want to find the actual pictures. Where are the actual pictures of this guy? Yeah, no, it's not letting me. Okay, this is annoying. Let's see. If I type in bait, dude, this sucks, dude. This sucks. Okay, I spelled that wrong. I don't even know. It's right there. How did I spell it wrong? It's really right there. Dang it! I'm on this new keyboard. I cannot spell Beathir. There we go. That's close enough. Imagine here's another one of the knights that it comes with. This knight looks awesome. He has a dragon shield. Has dragon like little. Look at that little tiny crest right there of a dragon. Horns. This is goated. I think he's gonna be worth like at least $150 to $200. Here's a better look at them. Oh, never mind. It's not gonna let me show because it's so tiny on screen. That's fine. Not a big deal. But yeah, those are the 2 knights it's coming with, plus additional heads. I like how, dude, Bing is horrible. Bing is literally horrible. How can you have a search engine like this? It's not. I typed in Mythic Legion's Baathir figure, and they're showing half of these are not the Baathir. There's millions of pictures of Baathir on Google. Brother, I can't believe you're making me do this. Going to freaking Google. Google Plus. Nope, not Microsoft. All these freaking tricksters. Googler. Okay, I can't type for shit. Oh, there you go. Okay, let's do this right. No, not AI mode, bro. Just search it up. Don't give me AI mode, bro. Why does everything suck nowadays? Crazy. Look at how good this looks. That's awesome. That is so awesome. Yeah, that's so cool. That figure is. I do a mini mall guy. I'm doing okay. I'm doing a lot better than I was. Yeah, this is what it all comes with right here. Okay, of course it's a tiny image. This is all what it comes with. It comes with a skeleton soldier, an ashen skeleton, the dragon champion, a knight, and then the dragon. You got all this for $650. It was more like $700. It was more like $720 after taxes and shipping, because I think shipping was like $35. Then taxes were like 30 some bucks. But the resales, possibly this might be like $100 to $200. This will probably be like $100 to $200. These all will be about $100 to $200 because these are exclusive only to this. And the dragon, I really don't know, because it depends on how hyped he is. If he's really hyped, he originally, all this went for $650. I could easily see the dragon go for $650, possibly up to like $800 to like $1,000, depending on how badly people want it. Because it was limited made. I think they made like 10,000. Yeah, I think only 10,000 were roughly made. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about the chat, but that was awesome. I cannot wait for that. It's like still 6 months away, and I have to pay $135 every single month, plus another $135 every single month for the next 6 more months. But once I'm free from that, and I finally sell them, I'll be banked up. I'll be banked up. Okay, where's my controllers? Did I drop one? Yeah, I did. Yeah, but the figures are awesome. Ace clicks and the quality has gone down drastically. Were those the horses, or are those the other things? Yeah, Calico Critters. Yeah, I've seen those too. Those are cool. I just got home getting my cats to bed. Yeah, how was it? How was hanging out with your friend? Andrea was on the stream earlier. We were chatting. Oh, I can tell you the thing I was working on, by the way, Meeks. I was going to tell you about you and Group. But Group's sleeping. You can just tell him if you think it's cool. Like, you want to. So I want to tell Group, but he likes fantasy, medieval type stuff. I'll tell him in a second because I got Andrea's gonna be like, oh my god, I got to hear this story for the 4th time in the last 24 hours. But that's okay. They said it's like the coolest thing ever, and they want to hear me say it every day, multiple times. The horses. Yep, also they're animals. Yeah. They're cool. I want to get this horse figure so bad, but it's a little too pricey right now for me. It's like $80. It'll be about $90, but it's massive. It's like this big, and it has tons and tons of articulation, and it's really good for fantasy. I want to get it, but I don't have the money right now, and I hope it doesn't sell out. And it looks so good. They just announced they're making a Pegasus unicorn, so it has the horn, it has the wings, and it has real hair like the ones and whatnot. It's highly articulated. I pray they make it. It looks so cool. I'll have to show it sometime. Yeah, they're on the other YouTube. I have 2 streams going right now, Meeks. That's why. I have 2 streams, technically, because I can stream vertical and horizontal now. So it makes 2 streams. I would rather just make a vertical stream, honestly, in the sense it would make my life easier with seeing the game. But it's good to have both. So yeah, they're on the... Andrea's on the one where you can see the actual full game, not compressed. What was I gonna say? Due to shipping, I probably won't be able to get it until 18th, even though oh, that sucks, Angel. Yeah, sorry to hear that. I remember you told me about that last night. Oh man, could they cancel it and then maybe you go somewhere else, or is it kind of like set in stone now, or is it kind of like you won't get the pre-order bonuses then? That sucks. I need to go heal my Pokemon. I've been running around in circles talking about nonsense. Yeah, Angel, their aunt pre-ordered it for them at Walmart, and they're having a shipping error, so it's being 2 days late at the moment. So it comes out the 16th, right? Ooh, Makuhita. Haven't seen that guy in a while. I think I'm going to futz with that. Okay, I'll tell you the story I have planned in a bit. I want to get a little situated in the game and maybe start grinding levels. I was downloading them. Oh, shit. We're not going to attack him? I think he's too weak. Yeah, he only has 1 HP. That's why. Ooh, look at that glowy guy. I only have, imagine if those were shinies. If they, like, that's how good the shiny sparkle was in this game. It made a beacon of light, but instead that's just like what, like the place where you do terror raids or something? Or is that just the one Pokemon that has higher stats? Yeah, oh no, is that Scyther? That's wicked. That's so goated, dude. Is he like a Terra type or just has special stats? I don't remember what those mean. That's so good. Okay, I gotta go heal my Pokemon. Walmart, and they said they have a shipping delay for something. That's so ridiculous. Well, I hope they get it sorted, because that's unfair. I don't know. I think he's like kind of like a brown shiny for that one. Dude, I have an egg I got from my cereal edge. I don't have any Pokemon games easily. Oh, I have this game, but I don't think I have internet right now. I think it might just actually ran out recently. But I appreciate the offer. I'm also not going to play this game. Like once the new game comes out, I'm about to drop this game. I'm only playing just because I wanted to chat. Is this I can't tell if that's a shiny. I know it's like purple, but I can't tell if it's. Is that purple? It doesn't look purple. But I appreciate it. It's not because I don't want because it's yours. I just don't. I'm not gonna play the game enough, and it'll be a whole entire ordeal. And oh, I just fell. Oh wait, I have him now. I didn't realize. Oh nope, he can't swim yet. That's awesome. I don't think that's shiny. No, it's not shiny. My screen's really tiny right now, so I can't see. Get a bunch of friends. She was not happy. She wanted to try. Oh yeah, so she didn't get lucky with that. That sucks. Well, singing can't swim. Yeah, I realized I couldn't swim yet. I realized I couldn't swim. That was my bad. My screen is probably like, look at this is how a normal TV screen is. My screen's like this big right now because I have it vertical. I have it like vertical and I have it horizontal. It's annoying. And I can't easily check it because my Pokemon's like, he has 1 HP. So I can't toss him out right now. He's walking away every time. So he's like, no, I don't want to. Yeah, like you said, Angel Rose. Yeah, that's why I'm like, I can't even do. I have to find a heal center, but I didn't want. But I thought it was shiny, so I wanted the heal's right down there, but it's off the map. I can't get to it because I have to go through the city. But there we go. I'll do this. Sorry, I'm just here to chat. Almost like this game is so secondary right now for me. I haven't chatted with people in a while. Oh shit! Whoopsies. Ooh, a Choodle. I would like that. I would like a Choodle to piss off Crystal because Crystal hates Choodles. Even though she's going to buy me the new Pokemon game, I'm going to do something to make her mad. I got to go to that heal spot. Sorry, I'm goofing around this stream. I'm not really paying attention. So I gave my friend all my modders essentially because one of them broke, I think. And then I have another one somewhere, but it doesn't have a stand. It's kind of fucked up, I think. So I gave him, I think, 2. And I had 4. I don't know where the other monitor is that I have like left over because one broke. I had another really good monitor, that other 34-inch, but I dropped it or I kicked it one day when I was moving stuff on accident and I broke it. So I need to get a new one. New battle cats look great, and I think the battle cats could be cool. I'm not sure yet. I haven't really watched too much ZA. It looks kind of cool. It's a lot more fast paced and it's not as turn based. It's still semi turn based, but not as turn based. It's more like cooldowns. I think it can be cool. I hope the new like raid system or whatever the fuck it is awesome. I couldn't really tell how it's gonna be just from the videos because I don't really look at it too much. We might have a TV out in not monitor. We might have a TV out in the RV. There we go. I had a brain fart, so I'm gonna check that when I get done streaming today because it might be there. But yeah, I hope the game mechanics are fun for battling. I don't really have super high hopes for the new Pokemon game because there's been so many problems with me when playing the games, like in the sense of like I just am a shiny hunter. I don't care about battling. I don't care about a lot of things. I don't even care about story, honestly. I'm a shiny hunter through and through. I just want a shiny hunt. And this game didn't have enough shiny hunting methods, and it upset me. And the shiny hunting didn't feel as good, and you couldn't multi-hunt, and they locked a lot of stuff. Sorry, I'm also really close to my cameras because I'm getting close to the mic. I'm far away from my camera, so I'm getting close to the mic. But it just wasn't my thing. Okay, damn, I thought that was a bridge. I can't see for crap in this game. I literally could look at the map, which I can see better, and see that there's no bridge right there. Whoopsies. But yeah, so with me, I'm just like a shiny hunter through and through, and I just want there to be a game that has multiple methods, and not all meant to be good, but just be fun. And it just doesn't seem like that's been like that in Pokemon lately. So I don't know. It frustrates me. I think they look kind of cool. I think they're just a little. I think they look fast paced, but also they look slow paced. That's like it's weird because it looks cool. I like the idea of having to like have cooldowns. I like the idea of that, but I feel like it's also still kind of slow. I don't like the idea of having to sometimes aim and point for certain attacks when the fucking Switch Joy-Cons are horrible and just Switch cons are annoying in general. Yeah, I don't think it's going to add much at all to Shiny Hunt. That's my problem. I think that they're going to restrict it. I think the DLC, there's been like leaked DLC announcements saying that they're going to bring back a ton of legendary Pokemon. And if they do, what's the point if they can't Shiny Hunt them, if they can't soft reset for them? So we'll see. Ooh, that's not good. I got battle with a dang old Combi. Okay, I found the bridge I was looking for. I think. Maybe not. That might just brought me back to where it's brought me back to where I was a second ago. I went through a tunnel. I'm not even playing the game. I'm just chatting. That's so funny. That's so funny. The thing is that I feel like they just need to make a freaking game that's good for like a competitive, like not competitive, a cooperative experience. And it's kind of getting to the point where I was like, just let us be the Pokemon at this point and like fully control them and jump around and do attacks. At this point, let's just do that. That'll be easier. No, I don't collect shinies if they're given to you. Just not my style. So I do not have. Ooh, I just got my dang old dingus vibrated by my phone. That was scary. I just don't collect them because I didn't earn it. I feel. They look cool. But since I don't like, you know, I didn't like go out and get it myself and obtain it. I just don't feel the connection with it. I have no problem with people doing like getting events and whatnot and getting like special Pokemon like that. It's just not my style. Yeah, okay, how the fuck do I get up there? Am I like stupid? Okay, I need to start paying attention to this game. Over here? No, we just went over there. But oh, it's over there. Little tiny item. Yeah, we can't even get him in Belgium. That's so annoying. Looks like you're gonna Pokemon keep fighting. You need to call it off in a bad way. Lose Shay. From what I've seen, also is that you can knock out the Pokemon and you have one chance after it gets knocked out to catch it with a Pokeball. So that is a new feature. Is that if you actually knock it out, it'll be dizzy for a bit, and then you can throw a Pokeball at it, and it has a pretty high chance of catching it. But I think it then runs away. Okay, I found the way finally. Yeah, it's not about getting the chance, it's about the friends we made along the way. And by friends we made along the way, I mean all the Pokemon cards I accidentally bought when I went to GameStop because I saw all the Pokemon cards I wanted that were finally in stock when they had the event pop up. That's all. That's the reason also why I kind of hate event Pokemon is that they only release them at like GameStops and places where you can buy Pokemon product. And they only give it to you and they lock the Pokemon in game, so you're forced to go get them at the store, and then you're there and go, well, I spent $2 in gas, I might as well, you know, buy some Pokemans because I spent that much in gas, dude. Gotta make it at least worth my while. I got some free, but like, come on, man. So that's kind of how I see it. So we can save before like it's kind of, yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to. I know they're bringing back. I think I heard that they're bringing back the shiny noise, so you'll be able to know when a Pokemon shiny, like in like Legends Arceus. Which if they didn't, I would be like, do you know what? We're not playing it. That was like another big problem I had with this game. The fact there was no shiny notification noise when you went by one. That's what really upset me because I don't have the best eyes. I can't see tiny little like beads in the grass. You know, there's a lot of Pokemon that are super tiny in this game, and you can barely see if they're color difference. So that always made me mad. And I don't want to have to like sit there and go and try to double check every Pokemon in my game. That's just too much work. So yeah, I don't know. The fact they're bringing that back, that'll be nice. Also lead to a lot of trolling. I'll make the shiny charm noise again. Whoops. I did not mean to attack that. That's funny. Not attack it, yell at it. We're gonna start leveling our Pokemon now. Overall spawns, way less spawns to miss. Yeah, I feel like Switch 2, since there's gonna be shiny Pokemon, or since I feel like in the Switch 2 you might be able to get a lot more Pokemon spawning with the new game, and having the shine noise will be scary. Having the shine noise trigger like 3 times at once, can you imagine? I kind of want to get Switch 2 just for that. Really? That I could have easily missed. Yeah, and I hate that. That's the reason why I stopped playing this game too. I hate the idea of that. I think that's stupid. I don't like how small Pokemon are in this game. I know it's lore accurate, and you know what? But sometimes the canon doesn't matter. Like the canon's not that important if it's gonna make a really horrible gameplay experience, especially when there's like no like true like story or the purpose that the canon needs to be 100%. You know, so it makes me so mad because I hate the idea of missing a Pokemon. Mechanics are with the TMs and abilities. I'm a fan of the way mechanics are for TMs and abilities. You mean in the new game? It's leeway in battle. Isn't there like not going to be any like abilities in the game? Like they'll have them. Like I think they had like a data mine where it showed the Pokemon like it predetermines which ability it has, but there's no actual ability in the game that gets used. Like they don't have like gluttony, protein, but the Pokemon does have it, but it's not in the game itself. I think that's what I've read or watched. Yes, yeah, that's stupid. That's dumb, dude. If it just fucking add it, dude. Just add it. It's so simple. Yeah, your Switch one's gonna explode. Yeah. Good thing I have like 4 other Switch ones. I have like I think only 2 now. I sold a lot of mine because I had to get money to pay off bills when I was sick. That's why like I'm not like as committed to Pokemon because I had that problem where I had to lose a lot of my shiny Pokemon because I didn't have Pokemon Bank. I had the money for it, so I had to just sell copies that had tons of shinies on it on my Switch itself. So sucks to suck, but it is what it is. Could have been worse. Like I probably sold one that had at least a couple legendaries from BDSP that I had, so that sucks, but it is what it is. Oops. This game is 4Gs and the buildings are cubes and PNGs. Yeah. Yeah. I think it will still have its moments where, like, it's going to be fun, especially, like, the first 2 weeks. I think it's going to be fun. It's still shiny at the end of the day. And then it's going to be like, wow, this is kind of boring. I feel like that's what will probably happen. I think the only thing it has going for it is that it does have DLC planned, so at least it won't die, like, right away. It'll have some life expectancy after a couple months. Gotta go heal him now. Oh, is he kidding me? Stupid thing's messing up. IQA made Pokemon fans are obsessed with Pokemon being the right size anyways. Yeah. I like the idea because it's cool. The idea of it's cool. But practicality, it don't work. It don't work. It's stupid. And it ruins the game. Now, if they were going to be the exact size, and when you saw a shiny Pokemon, it made tons of noise and whatnot, it made tons of sparkles, then I'm like, yeah, sure, that's cool. I like the idea of it being tiny. But in a game where it doesn't have that, it's like, why would you make it so tiny? Why would you make it so like hard to find a Pokemon? But like it's just kind of annoying. When close release date, give us 6 months. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think 4 months is ideal because this is how it should work. This is how every game for Pokemon should work. You release a game,
After a month, you release some free content, a few new Pokemon add-ins, so you get people back into the game. You get new people in competitive. You get new people shiny hunting. Then 2 months later, you get a little bit of a bigger update that gives a lot of free content. And then the third month, maybe give it just a little bit more content, nothing too big, just another little tiny thing. And then you release a DLC, and then you're good for that whole entire month, and maybe even 2 months. And then you go back to getting a little bit of free DLC, then a few more, a free bit of like updates. But it's like we need some type of lifeline for the game, because the problem is nowadays there's millions of games. There's millions of fucking games, bro. There is so many games out there. Why do I spend 5 months on this game continuously? What's the benefit when I could go play 10 other games? That's the big thing. Google inspired AI XY remake made by AI. Here's just the list of Pokemon can go. Yeah. Per the game, and it comes with bonuses. It's still late due to the shipping error. You're still able to get those bonuses. Yeah. You should be fine on those. You should still get the bonuses. I wouldn't worry about that. And then if worst case, they don't give them your bonuses, you can return it, and you could probably get the game, and then if you have to, you buy the bonuses. It'll probably be like $10, $20, but still you shouldn't have to go through that. That to Legends Arceus just develop my shines. Yeah, no, I don't like the free update where they made everything worthless was horrible. They could have just add 3 new Pokemon. Like they could add what Legends Arceus should have done instead of made massive mass outbreaks. Was they should have made that little area that's in the 4th gen that's off at a little island up ahead, and then add just a chunk of that to be played, and add in like 15 new Pokemon to begin with, and every week add in 2 more, maybe 3 more to hunt, and rotate a few of them every time. So then, you always have something new coming back. But instead they said, hey, dude, it was a month. Guess what? We're releasing massive mass outbreaks that make every single hunt that you've done up until this point worthless. All your alphas, everyone get them now. So bad, so bad. Ruined the game for me. When that happened, it was fun for a second. Because you're like, wow, this is new content. This is awesome. And also you're like, wait a second. Nope. Mm-mm. Yeah, I don't know why. Exactly. They could have added this. They could have added the Safari Zone. That's what I'm kind of getting at. Is that area that's in Gen 4, where it's like, I think it's like the Battle Frontier or something like that, or like it's like the Danger Zone. They could have made it a Safari Zone type thing up there. They could have done so much. So that can easily work. I think the bonuses is free Pokemon. That's common Pokemon with a Mega Stone and 100 Pokeballs. Oh, you mean those bonuses? I thought you meant like you get like a little plushie. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, you should still get those bonuses. You should still get those bonuses. If it's like a plushie or something small, because sometimes they give you like a sticker or something, or like a pin if you buy from Walmart. That's what I thought you meant. But yeah, you should still get those. That's lasts me until until Air Ride comes out a month after release. I don't know what's Air Ride. I've been playing Black Ops 7. That was actually kind of fun. I kind of like that game. I know it was random, but like, I'm hoping that will be fun when it comes out, and I can take a break from Pokemon and play that for a bit and be content. I've been liking Fortnite too lately, but the problem is my computers can't handle it right now for some reason. But I like Fortnite. No, it definitely was. I think if they were to explain how the DLC was made and how it's going to be made, that'd be fine. Because I think announcing DLC a month and a half before a release date, saying that, hey, we are going to make DLC and we are going to have it come out halfway into the year, and it's all the game has already been done. This is just stuff that is going to be made and worked on before the launch, during like the launch of this game. Afterwards, then that's fine. Because like I said, I think you need to have some. Ooh, I love this little guy. I'm gonna catch him, little Egbert. I don't even know what his name is, but that'd be funny if his name was Egbert, Cap's kid. I think that's fine, but the problem is that they did it horribly and they fumble it, and it's not going to be enough content. It's not going to be enough content, and I feel like the main game's not going to have enough content. Oh, Kirby Air Riders. Oh, nice. I didn't know that was coming out. That's cool. That's cool. I remember playing the first one. That was goated. Yeah. I think DLC can be so good if they do it right. DLC can be so good if they do it right, but the problem is it's the Pokemon Company. They're gonna do as little as possible because they can. Because a majority of their fan base will eat it up. That's what I don't like about Nintendo's fan base is that a lot of them are just literally like mine of a kid, and they go, "Oh well, you know, at least we're getting more content." It's like, yeah, but it's slop. It's not good. It's shitty. Can we like have higher standards for ourselves so we don't get like bad games? It's so simple. Even like I bring up like the National Dex situation. People complained that we didn't get the National Dex in this game. I believe it was this game, right? You know, you want like 1,000 Pokemon, which yeah, sure you want. I get that. Think about the complexity of that on a new system, on like a system getting like worked in, not a new system, like a new system of how the game runs compared to Sword and Shield. Okay, I get the idea of wanting 1,000, but how about instead of that? How about we say we want 600, and then after a couple months, release 100 in like a free content update that gives us a new area where we can hunt them. And how about like 6 months after that we get 100 more? And how about you make it to where it spans out for the next couple years until the new game comes out, where we keep getting new Pokemon added to the game, so we go back. But instead they go, oh, we're gonna make Terra raids. We're gonna only release a few in Terra raids. We're gonna make them all available really fast in this DLC. Like, why couldn't you give us some free content? Why couldn't you just give us some free content and trickle out 4 or 5 of them every week in a new area and have us come back every week? Like, why couldn't you do that? Don't know why. Don't know. I know why, because they want money and they want to, screw them over. But, yeah, the game's just lacking. You need to give free updates that are actually useful. You want to know what's crazy? Oh, hey, there's a new gift for you guys. Use this code. It's 10 Pokeballs. Really? Oh, hey, look, here's a gift for you for being a loyal fan for 1 year of playing the game. It's 1 Moonball. It's like, bro, why do you value Pokeballs that don't even work half the time so badly? That's what makes me mad. Is when they'll be like, hey, use a Cramoratic to get this really rare Pokeball with a 2% chance that takes forever to get. And then you finally get it and you go to use it and it ends up failing. And you just wasted hours. Like, stop giving us crap. That's like such shit rewards. It's so unfair. But, people just love it. They just eat it up because they're rare. Because, it's fucking artificial scarcity. Are you kidding me? How can the Pokemon Company get artificial scarcity in their games? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. I would get it if it was like an app game where it's like aesthetics matter a whole lot and like it's a pay to play and it has like it's yeah, I get it if it's an app game because that's what gachas are. But this is not a gacha game. This is like, are you kidding me, man? So bad, so annoying. Yeah, no, I agree. I'm perfect content with the most recent games, but I'm pretty tired of people who play about the games and only keep buying them. Yeah, no, it makes me mad. It makes me mad. I only buy them in the sense that I'm, a content creator, and I'm not even gonna buy the new one. I'm getting it as a gift. I'm getting it. Someone's giving it to me as a gift. I don't buy a lot of things anymore if I don't like it. Even if it has like something that I just don't agree with in it, I'm just not gonna partake in it. Even if like another chunk of it's pretty good, I just would rather not. Yeah, I prefer my Pokeballs hacked. Yeah, it's just bullshit. I see some of the houses we can't. Yeah, exactly. Legends Arceus. I think Legends Arceus was like the GOAT up until the mass outbreaks, the mass outbreaks, and the fact that they just let the game die. I think it was goated. I think it was awesome. It could have been possibly one of the best Pokemon games if they had good DLC and if they handled it right and if they gave us a ton of free Pokemon slowly and they made new area. It could have been the top tier game. I would overlook not being able to enter 90% of the buildings and not having content like that. I get I can overlook that, but fucking at the same time, it's like they ruined everything with that game, and it was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking because that game should have made it to where I feel like the map should have been 2 times bigger because the maps were pretty big, and to run them it took a bit, and it was kind of fun. Like it was a good, perfect size for most of them, where I could run them multiple times and not get too annoyed going through the whole map. But running through a map double the size I think would have been better. And if they would have doubled the size and add like a village in each map that you can build and make and add a whole bunch to the village, and those villages could have increase your chances of bringing rare Pokemon and new Pokemon to the world, that'd been awesome. Like that could have been a new thing that you build a village in like one of the areas, and then you upgrade it through time, and then eventually, when they do an update, they give you a special incense that brings in the Pokemon from other regions that normally aren't there. So they could bring a new Pokemon, and they make it to where like, oh yeah, you gotta battle Pokemon to get more of the incense or something. You gotta like harvest berries or something to get more of the incense. So we actually have to plan out and get them. But I don't know. I feel like they could have done a lot to bring in tons of free content, but they didn't, and it sucks. I do DJ Jailbreak. How are you, buddy? Yeah, the map wasn't that empty in Arceus. The map was pretty full. There wasn't like, there's not really much time where you're not getting interactions with it. I kind of want to play Arceus. Should we play Arceus? I think I have Arceus downloaded now. I think I have a file. If I have a file, maybe I should play it. I don't know if this account has a file or not for it. I'm trying to think. I don't know if this account has the file for it, though. I just realized that. I don't want to make another Arceus file because starting off Arceus is horrible. The first like 40 minutes of gameplay is truly trash. Like the tutorial, so bad. But after, it's good. Now, let me save this. Let's see if I have Arceus. Whoops. You ask for too much. You need to know that takes years to design a game and don't want to imagine how drawn it took. Well, it's a multi-billion-dollar company. So, and the thing is that they have so much staff. I think, when they have like the core game mechanics for a game, it's not asking for too much. Like, it's Pokemon. It's going to be the same exact game mechanics for the most part between the games. They have all the moves already planned out. The big problem is animation. And animation is different from world building. So you have different companies. The problem is that they're a multi-billion-dollar company. And I've seen games that came out that are 100 times more complex than Pokemon that do a lot more. Now, I will say the big reason why a lot of these happen is because it runs on a garbage-ass system. Like, it runs on the Switch that can't handle so much. I mean, people do the comparison. Look at Breath of the Wild. Look at Pokemon Sword and Shield. Look at Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And you can just tell the difference between oh, damn it, yeah, nope, I got to restart the file. Let me check one more file. Maybe it's Crimbo's. Maybe Crimbo. I'm going to close this. 1 second. Because I know where you're coming from, but you have to realize this is like a multi-billion-dollar company. And they have time. They have development cycles. And they don't have to release it, And the thing is that something like Legends Arceus is not easily as in-home. And it can be set up different than other games. How do I close out of a game? It's been so long. Is it Y? Okay, that's Y. Close. Okay. I want to use, I think, Crimbo. Does Crimbo have a file? Please have a file. Pokemon can't hire voice. Yeah, exactly. The fact that Pokemon can't hire voice actors is crazy. I feel like we're going to get, instead of voice actors, we're going to get like AI eventually with voice acting for Pokemon. Damn it. This is not a file either. Okay, 1 second. It might be Aussie 3. I have so many files. We have one more chance, gentlemen. Please. Oh, damn it. I didn't see if it had, I don't think it has Arceus. I don't think we have Arceus save file on this account. That sucks. I don't even care almost for voice acting because, to be fair, Pokemon's story kind of sucks. So it's not a huge deal if there's... Uh-oh, this isn't looking good. Oh, wait, goated? Did we goat it up? Damn it! Damn it! The one Switch that doesn't have Arceus played. That's so tragic. Bruh. Man. Yeah, because the other account's my friend's account, and then the other one's my mom's account. So there's no... I don't want to make another Arceus account. There's one more chance. I have another Switch that is tattered right now. It is looking rough. Uh-oh. My bad. 1 second. There we go. Okay, we're back. We're back. Sorry, I have so many cords tangled up with each other, and I unplugged the audio mic for a second. My bad. Yeah, voice acting. I feel like it does. I feel like it'd be cool to have it, but it's not a make or break for me because I think the story kind of isn't always like so intense. Like Fire Emblem, Three Houses having voice acting is awesome because it has a really good story. But Pokemon, it doesn't always have a good story, so it's not a huge deal. It's bad. I would like it, but it's not like the hill I want to die on for Pokemon, if that makes sense. But I get where you're coming from too. I'm not trying to say you're wrong or something. Oh damn it. Okay, well let's pray and hope that we're just gonna chill for a bit. We'll watch a Pokemon news for ZNA while we wait because my Switch needs I forgot to plug it in last night. My other Switch, and hopefully you'll have ZA or not ZA but Legends downloaded. Like I'm willing to buy 2 copies of ZA if there's at least 50 targets. I'm willing to do that. I hope it's not the annoying soft resets like in Sword and Shield, but I'm willing to do it. Certain story sucks and people that like it so no, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I never played it. I know Andrea loves it. That's why I said that. I wanted to go more. I wanted to say more about it. I felt bad, but I heard that's it. Everyone keeps telling me to play that. I just don't have time to do it. Yo, that's goated, Andrea. That's crazy. I like that. Thank you. Yeah, I'll use that for story playthrough for the main one. And then we'll have Meeks for the other one. Oh, excuse me. That's awesome. Oh, I'll show you what I kind of want to do. Oh, I can't because it'll pop up my Discord and I have some messages I'd rather not bring up. That doofus. Sorry, I'm looking at something. Okay. No, I like that design. It's cool. The top down. Is it Luminosity? Yeah. Only time the lack of voice acting was funny. Yeah, it was when Pierce was singing in Sword and Shield. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I like the top down look of it. Company argument is that I don't believe all game companies money goes into games. Voice actors said, yeah, no, I get that, but the money they make from their games is they have more than enough. I think Pokemon's the exception to that rule, but I agree. There's game companies that they make a lot of their content through app games, through like Pokemon for example has a ton, but at the same time they still have ridiculous amounts of people, and also the game is companionship to their other products. So for example, like we talked about earlier, event Pokemon, people go in and they buy a $60 game, then later on they buy DLC, $30 again, and then they end up going to an event where they get a free Pokemon, and then that's a tool for them to spend $100 at GameStop on Pokemon product again. So it's almost like it contributes as a funneling factor in that regard. But in this case, it's one of those things that this has also been a company for over 25 years, and they are like that's their start. And if it's like a smaller company that's multi-billion dollars, that's multifaceted, then I'd get it. But in this case, for me, it's like this argument works because there's so much to it on that end. It's a quick one using the trailer imagery. Oh, that's funny. I didn't know that. I just liked how it looked. Okay, now we're going to look up Legends ZA, I think. Legends ZA news we'll look up. Let me minimize this a bit more. Look at those Pokemon cards. I feel like it's complicated. It's more complicated than more money, more workers. Yes and no. It depends on which part of development you're at, essentially. It depends on which part of development you're at. Like, for example, animation. You need movement animations. and you can make a baseline of what every Pokemon is going to move like, and then you can have tons of people making it. You can have 1,000 people making, because 10 people can work on one Pokemon at a time, another 10 can work on another Pokemon at a time, and it will all link up together because you'll have the same exact baseline. You have all the same exact movements and whatnot. So that's like right there, movement animation, all within that brain. More money does equate to more workers, more money does equate to it being done and done right. Where certain things, as in like the code, might be a bit different because you have to have everyone kind of tighten it together and understand between the two, and make sure that you're all within the same ballpark with coding. Coding is a lot more complex. Yeah, exactly. I can't animate vids for shit, and that's what I'm getting at. Though is just the idea that So very recently there have been rushing the mainline games because the new Pokedex is vital to other big money makers like cards. I think it's not that it's rushing it because they've always released it like on a 3-4 year scale. I think it's more so these games are making games a lot more complex. I think they're making it just as the same. They're just putting it out without having to worry about if it's going to be finished because they're going to sell it no matter what. Like the game's going to sell no matter what. I don't think it's like rushed in the sense of like they're like we have to get it released by this date. Like we're pushing it for. I think they're just going to launch it just because they don't care. I don't think they're actually rushing it. I think we're just going to launch it. Doesn't matter if it's fucked. Like when the game first came out for Sword and Shield. I mean, not Sword and Shield. Scarlet and Violet. They didn't really care. Like we're going to release it anyways. We're going to release it anyways. Like it's not even like rushed. That's the thing. Because I get what you mean. Like it is rushed in the sense it's getting released early, but it's not rushed in that same vein. That's what's funny to me. This also pissed me off seeing all these Pokemon cards being expensive. But yeah, no, I know what you're saying. I'm just saying like the technicality wise, like I don't think they really even care. Yeah, I don't even care about. I turn off animations whenever I play games. I don't even care about animations. I turn off all the shit. Just make my Pokemon walk, bro. I turn off all the combat animations. I want as little time between Shiny Hunt as possible. LeBron, the decision. What are these search engines looking like? How to use latex, body paint tutorial. These are not me, by the way. What is this? 8 minute. I would never work out abs. Brazilian wax before and after. What are people searching, bro? Oh, these are search predictions. That's crazy. Wood by Taylor Swift. The Fate of Ophelia. Oh, that's her new song. I only know that because I listened to it. These are crazy searches right now that are like people are searching this up. People are searching up body painting tutorials. That's hot stuff. People are looking up Brazilian wax before and after. Now I'll look that up. I'll look at the Brazilian wax before and after, just not on YouTube. Like, are you kidding me? That's crazy. Aerobics. I say aerobics. Aerobics. It just says aerobics. It doesn't say like female. It doesn't say like male. Trevor Lawrence game-winning touchdown. See, that's how you know this isn't my account. Is that there's LeBron's and there's football. Other stuff you can say, yeah, that's probably Rotor Motor. I'm not doing that. Red. What the fuck's Red Village? Anyways, Pokemon Furry. No, Furry 4. Pokemon Legends ZA. News. I gotta wait until my Switch charges. It's like another half an hour, I bet. Like Chris B. Nowden. Yeah, with me, it's like it's a multi-billion-dollar company. You can wait fucking an extra 2 years to release your mainline game and make it perfect, and release small games in between. Like for example, Let's Go, phenomenal game, great system, it works. Just add a few extra little steps between the way. Add a few shiny hunting ways. Add a few more Pokemon. Add a few updates. Overall, though, phenomenal system. It works. Keep releasing stuff like that. I don't care if not even that much is added in like the sense of like new updates. Just make literally Johto region, and then we can have that every 3 years, and you can take a little bit longer for your mainline game because we're at least getting that. Make a Legends game. Make a Let's Go game. Make a mainline game. And then make it like another game, like a mystery dungeon game in between. Have it to where it's like, you don't have to worry. Like, we have enough good content. We don't got to worry about a mainline game. We don't got to worry about a mainline game for like 4 to 5 years. Don't know why I can't do that. Don't know why they can't do that. Okay, here we go. Here's shiny news. This better be good, dude. I swear to God. Panfro, I know nothing about this guy, but if it sucks, I'm gonna be so angry if this news does. If he doesn't actually do a good job at reporting news and it's just clickbait, we're swatting him. Tell me if you can hear the audio. I'm not even sure if you can hear it. Can you hear it? I didn't know if I need to put it on the YouTube video. Make them, yeah, exactly. And they can do what they please because it will. Yeah, exactly. That's why it makes me mad. Because that's why it makes me mad. It's so simple, so simple. But people are so they love it too much. They love it. They love getting the bare minimum too much. I love content. Nope, no audio. Okay. Good thing I stopped. Good thing I stopped because I would have listened to it for 30 minutes. Ah, there we go. I didn't put on the audio for that. There we go. And did it work now? Because it's not showing. It's not showing window capture audio again. Did you hear it for a split second? Ay. I'll have it play for a bit. It does not look like it's working. Okay, I might have to go to a different capture then. That's annoying. Heard your switch though? That's weird. How did I hear my switch? Because it's off right now. Maybe it was playing. Okay, no, it's not. Okay, I'm gonna do display capture. Let me get rid of anything that could be incriminating against me. Okay, my Discord's not open. We're goated. We're goated. I don't know. I don't like that guy's hair. It reminds me of my hair. Not a fan of that. Okay. Now, the thing that sucks about display capture is that it's gonna take over the whole entire fucking screen. I gotta go Alt. Oh, heard this. Okay, then yeah, that you probably did hear that. Then that probably was real. It could have turned on, honestly, actually. Come on. Okay, well, this is being dumb. I love that. I love that. Let's first see if it works. Bruh, it doesn't even do what it's supposed to do. What the hell? Ew, he looks kind of ugly. There's no even audio for display capture, man. Blow my brains out. Blow my brains out. Yeah, take notes. Cripsep exposed. This worked yesterday, and now it's not working. Oh, wait, you can hear. Okay, but barely. Okay, that's good. I had the volume down. Maybe it's on our video capture device. Can you hear it better? There's a cop. Not cop, sirens outside. This is such a disaster. The video is quiet. Okay, I'm just getting Meek stuff because I forgot I was off there. Wait, I forgot to ask you if you saw the Mega Leaks. I've saw some, and I don't know what's real, and it's making me mad. I don't know what's real and what's fake. It's making me mad. I don't know what's real and fake. Can't hear better. God dang it, dude. I'm gonna blow my brains out. I swear. Okay. Let's go to... I don't know how to do this anymore. I haven't streamed in so long. I forgot how it works. Web-based content. Browser Thorth. Browser Thorth. Oh no, that's not how you do it. Yeah, we're not. That's too much. By the time we get ready, it's probably gonna be good. Let me check. Is the switch on? Okay, it's not on yet. So we're still waiting. See you later, Lucario Queen Master. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. It was nice. A bunch of league drawings. Yeah, send me it. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, you have a good day. I hope I see you again soon. I'll be streaming this when it comes out. So if I don't see you before then, hopefully I'll see you on launch. Okay, sorry, I'm overwhelmed right now. I'm so overwhelmed. Display capture, window capture. We'll try it one more time. And then we're gonna go to this capture method, Windows 10. Hopefully that was capture audio. Okay, I'm stupid. There's a new beta feature that says capture audio, bruh. Don't even mess with me, man. Don't even mess with me, man. You can't be trolling with me right now, man. Where'd it go? Where did the tab go? What the hell? I gotta find where the tab went now. Because this is me. That's mine. Okay, we're just gonna have to go like this. Go my history. Because I grabbed the tab and I moved it, I think. Oh, there it is. It was under my Streamlabs. My bad. Okay, tell me in a second. Let's see. I need another monitor so bad, guys. You don't understand. This is brutal.
And it can make sense.
Wow, we can hear it now. And that was really loud, I think. My bad if I blow out your eardrums. Yeah, Crappy Orange is so good. Okay. Let me get back to seeing Meek's messages now. Okay, put BRB. Found it. You're part of the real people's channel now. Bro, I swear to God, if Trump fucking puts 130% tariffs again on China, I'm gonna... Dude, he's gonna destroy my business again. I swear to God. I swear to God, bro. You don't understand how brutal 130% tariff is on a business. That's so brutal. He fucked my shit up when Japan did that. It ruined me for a while. You guys probably know, because you guys are fucking, you guys are in Euroland, most of you, so you guys know what tariffs are, and you guys know what bajillion dollars worth in tariffs are. So I can't even be like, poor me. Yo, the Switch is working. We're just gonna start the software. Shoot, which account is my Legends Arceus? I have 5 accounts on this one. Yeah, portrait mode sucks, but it gets you a lot of views once you get like the right algorithm hit. I had to a system update, bro. If it's make me system update, I don't know my passwords. I'm gonna blow my brains out, bro. I'm gonna fucking end it all right now. There's nothing you can do about it. Now I gotta go to my window capture again. Video capture device. Here we go. Okay, it's right there. Oh shit, dude! I keep getting vibrations on my dinkus because of this stupid phone. Pepperoni pizza. My mom said she had a surprise for me. And normally what a surprise means is tasty food. So I hope she's bringing back tasty food. And is this actually... Sorry, I'm trying to get this stupid thing working, but it's just not want to work. I think I'm just going to charge my Switch for a little longer. Whoops, I'm trying to watch my own video. I'm so all over the place right now. What the hell, man? Okay, now where is... There it is. Now... Oh my god. Did it just... I'm going to blow my brains out, bro. I hate this mouse. I have this like really shitty mouse and it messes up everything.
To me.
Okay.
So Fraligator's Mega, if you didn't know, is going to be a regular Fraligator.
Here we go. If it's too loud, let me know.
Massive gator skull around it. That's why you see the fangs around its neck. That's why you see the big red top around it. So essentially, it's wearing a massive jaw on its head. Personally, I do think it's like
Yeah,
a
I
cool
don't-
idea, but we need a better
think I
image
like
so I
that.
can decide if I want to go with Mega
Don't think I
Feraligatr or
like
Mega
that.
Emboar for my team. But there we go. We got our first
I'm probably going
look
Emboar
at Mega Gator here.
The
Let me know you're going to use them on your
if the Mega's trash for Feraligatr, because I love Feraligatr. Probably one of my favorites. But dude, if he's trash, I can't do it.
team or not. But that's not the only Mega that we have
Oh, send me on Discord. Message me on Discord.
seen today. We get our first look at Mega
It's
Scolipede
Krisa.
in game.
Krisa
and
or
man,
Old
this thing looks
Stinkly.
actually incredible, and I think Mega Scolipede is now a lock in my team. I really hope the shiny looks just as good because I really like the
Dude, if that's legit, that's goated. What the heck? I wasn't even paying attention. That's kind of goated looking.
but that's not the only Mega that we have seen today.
I've seen it, an image, but I wasn't sure if this is actually legit or not. But this
We
is
get
cool
our
looking.
first look at Mega Scolipede in game, and man, this thing looks actually incredible. And I think Mega Scolipede is now a lock in my team. I really hope the shiny looks just as good because I really
I feel like that should be the shiny right there. That should be a shiny. Okay, yeah, I've seen these. But I didn't look into them. I didn't like look at them fully. I've seen them, but I didn't like. Yeah, I do not like Feraligatrs that much. It's like a Regidrago light. It's kind of cool, but it probably won't look as good. 1 second. We'll look at these on stream in a second. Let me fucking download the image. There we go. I just realized I can't pop open my Discord on my
the
computer.
different tones, the black and the
Fuck.
like the purple puce color. I love the teal green on it.
Do
And
you
I
know what?
just really like
Can
this
you
shade of
no, you
gray
can't link
make
the
for
chat.
its shell. I do think this
Just
thing
in
is
the
incredible.
comment section. Damn
Low
it.
key could be the best Mega. But hey, I got one more Mega to show off here. And that is the
Drampa.
Mega Drampa. And Mega Drampa,
kinda cool.
essentially, he becomes angry. And he's just like black clouds all over. He's still going to be a normal and dragon type. Looks really cool, though. I will say Scolipede is the same type with Bug and Poison.
Yeah, Mega
but
Scrafty
the
looks like
Mega
a clan man, dude.
Feraligatr is going to be
Mega Scrafty
dragon
look like he's from the
and
clan.
water,
Kinda-
so we do
kinda
get one
fucks
type
with it.
change here. Now there is someone who has the game
That's
right
crazy.
now, and these leaks may be coming from him. We don't know if they data mined it or not, but someone is actually playing the game. They are posting their images on the internet, and I actually ended up finding their Twitter account,
Ooh, shiny
and they actually
Leo?
ended up getting the very first shiny in Legend ZA. And the important thing is from what they say, and this is clearly an early game shiny right here, the Litleo, because there's a Weedle and Esper in the party, so that just makes sense to me. But shinies make the shiny sound like in PLA. If it's exactly like PLA,
Goated.
the sound. And then we probably got Overworld Sparkles too.
Goated.
So essentially, shiny hunting in this game is going to be great. I know this is a feature a lot of people who want.
Does he got a Dunsparce, bro? He got a Dunsparce plush on his mic. Can't even hate the guy now. I talked shit about his hair because it reminds me of my hair. But he got a Dunsparce on his microphone. You can't see it. My bad. Here, let me show you it. For people that are in a different thing. His little mic right there. Can you see it now right there? That's kind of good. That was goated. That's goated. Big fan.
Probably in Violet, but we didn't have it. But hey, we got it in ZA. This is a huge feature. This is a massive selling point. And this is going to
Mega
make me very
Scrafty.
excited
What a
to attempt to
silly
shiny
guy.
hunt the entire decks. Let me know in the comment section below.
You only
if you
find
plan
him in
on
the
shiny
most
hunting the entire deck
suspicious
for
places.
ZA. Now we got some other news, not really leaks, but now we know how multiplayer is going to work in Legend ZA. So there is going to be multiple rule sets, and you can do these in private. You can do no restrictions,
Yeah.
6 Pokemon normal, 6 Pokemon casual, 3
I
Pokemon
might just make a
normal,
full
and 3
Scrafty team.
Pokemon casual. And the only difference between
And have
normal and
Omega.
casual play is
That's how it has to
casual.
go.
You can have a special
No way
Pokemon,
around
but
it.
normal they are banned. What are special Pokemon? Usually
That's so
legendaries.
crazy.
So something like a Mewtwo or a Zygarde
Ooh,
will
wow.
probably be banned, which is actually good for me, in my opinion, for at least like ranked
don't
play. I
care
don't want to
about
have
this.
legendary, not have hand about attain from each battle promotion to participate in online battles. So ranked is
Okay.
gonna work.
Yeah, I don't
Forget
care about
about
ranks.
Mega add that we probably won't be able to use Greninja. Hopefully, it's
Oh, he's
just to
talking
rank
about
up so we can at least use Greninja on
Greninja
day
and
one.
whatnot.
That would be pretty nice. Now we actually got our first look at what the boxes look like
That's
in
kind of nice
ZA.
looking.
So we got our battle
kinda
box
nice,
over
actually,
here,
pretty clean.
3 Pokemon in our party.
Oh shit! Whoops! I did not mean to do
as
that.
well. I do think this is a pretty decent UI. They were showing this off in a Japanese demo.
It
They
looks
played
kind of small.
about,
Wait a
30
second. Why is there only like fucking 4 lines? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that only 24? It's only 24 for a box instead of 30? The fuck? And there's like your party above it. The fuck is wrong with them? 24 a box instead of 30?
30 minutes. The game was like a super long video with some Japanese content creators. But I really like the box UI, and I really like the images for each Pokemon. Pretty much all the Pokemon in these boxes can Mega Evolve, which is pretty cool.
Oh, excuse me.
And some interesting
Oh,
stuff. We get to
Victory Bell,
see
my guy.
the Rogue Mega Victory Bell battle in the overworld, and we get to see what the map actually looks like for that. So it seems like this is something we can just walk up to and do. Maybe
I like the
similar to, like, a
Diancie
side mission.
crystals. That's cool.
And you can also see a lot of exclamation points all over the
Is
map.
Diancie going to be a big part with the crystals maybe infecting the world? Because I know Diancie had some play into the series for the movie, but never really had a staple. She was just kind of, she was kind of a thing. Or is Diancie Sun and Moon? No, I believe it's X and Y, right? Yeah, Diancie X and Y. I think I'm a Magirna.
Too, so maybe this is
Yeah, I like that Mega Phalanx. It's cool.
A lot of rogue megas. That's potential, but it seems like the map will at least show us where we need to be going next, which I do think is pretty neat. We also see
so
from
tired,
this,
bro.
Gameplay demo that
Oh, yeah, like a bar
Wild
sleep.
Area 6 is connected to a potential.
What the fuck? Is that a brick wall? That has an entryway, but there's a brick wall? You see that? It has an alleyway, but then next to it, it's not a staircase, it's a brick. That's a brick wall, but it has an arch like it should be an entryway. And it has it for both. That's crazy. That's crazy. Has it for both. I don't know.
Entrance to the sewer. We have not seen the sewer game.
Ah, sweet, there's a sewer. Let's go. If there is no big sewer, it's not decent, bro. I'm gonna crash out. If there's not actually a large sewer system, I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna cry. My eyes are gonna water like they are right now, and it hurts. I'm gonna be so upset. I'm gonna be so, dude. That's all I want was a sewer system. That's cool. Please be cool. Could you imagine if it's like a really big sewer system? You could ride a Pokemon in the sewage water. Could you imagine? Counting in France, that's stupid. Why the fuck did they do that? France is dumb though, so I can't even. I could see that happening. Please let us like swim in the poopy water in the sewer system, and please someone draw my OC of me swimming in the poopy water and eating it. I mean, do it because it'd be funny, not because I want it. Not because I'm a sick freak. No, I'm kidding. But I hope that it's like the sewer's cool. I hope it's wicked. I hope there's a lot of cool Pokemons. We got Bats Pokemons, we got Grimeys Pokemons, we got Ghost Pokemons, we got hopefully Galarian Weezing purifying the sewers, please. Can we at least be adults here? Can we have Galarian Weezing clean the sewer system? I doubt we'll have that though.
Play yet in Legends ZA, but it is long rumored that we are going to be able to go into sewers and access Pokemon
And eat the
battles
poopy.
there and catch wild Pokemon.
Yes.
So this might be an entrance because all the other ones
Yes.
are blocked off, but
It
this
better.
one right next to the canal.
Because honestly, like, if it goes from being just the city to also the sewer, that's 2 areas. That's not as bad. That's a change of pace. I did not want to see concrete everywhere and it be bright kind of and whatnot and just be like the open air. I wanted to be like claustrophobic and closed in. Oh, the carrier has my item. I sold a Meowscarada and they just got the item at the carrier place. Sorry. I just want to talk about that. Yeah, I hope we would get something. I hope we get like future variants, something like that.
Open.
Whatever.
They
But
didn't
I don't know
go
if
to
we
it in
will.
the demo, but
I would like it, though.
We just won't know.
I hope they
until
bring back
release
last
or until the game
regional
gets
variants
data
at
mined.
least at the minimum.
Also, want to point out this dude has a really dope Scizor jacket, so the drips for men is pretty fire. But I do want to
Okay, let's just fucking come full circle. These people that like customization in Pokemon games piss me off, bro. Look, I love the idea of having clothes, but people get so hyped. They get so fucking hyped, bro. Shut up! They get so hyped, it makes me mad. They get so hyped, it makes me mad. It looks like there's gonna be a lot more customization, but even then, we're still gonna be shitty customization. I feel like we're never gonna get something like Animal Crossing where we can make our own outfits or buy outfits and whatnot from people online type of thing, with Pokebucks. I hate it. I want more. They don't give us enough. If there is 500 Pokemon in this game, there should be 500 pieces of outfit for each Pokemon. Multiple different styles. But instead we'll get maybe 100 outfits if we're lucky. That's what I'm getting at. You should be asking for more and more, and you should kill the CEO. No, I'm kidding. That's a joke, YouTube. I didn't say that. They need to make it 100 times better. That's the reason why I don't customize, because there's not enough customization for me. Not enough outfits.
The clothes is not gender locked, so you can wear it if you're a girl character too. But I'll do like
Yeah,
the fashion
1,000 outfits.
It's overall pretty.
That's what I mean by like people get like so like they get so excited. They should say "fuck you" to the Pokemon company. Oh, you only made this much? We are not happy. Instead, they go, "Wow, look at your hair can be dual tone now. It can be red and black." It's like, dude, that's all. That's all you're happy with. That sold it for you. Now you have a 200 outfits. I've never been into customizing either. I never been into skins.
I have it, guys. Those are.
I always wear when I play a game, even if I have, unless like after I play it for like way too long. But for like the first like 400 hours, I'll wear the same outfit. Like in every single Pokemon game, I've never put on a different outfit. I'm always the same guy. Other than Let's Go, when I got to wear a Team Rocket outfit, then that was goated. I've always been I will wear the base outfit forever. Because I think it's funny. And I think there's never a good customization for things.
The league updates for today.
Especially in Pokemon.
We should be getting a data mine soon. More and more people are
but
getting
hopefully
the game,
we'll get,
playing them, and eventually one of them will know how to dump the game online, and then we can
What
look
if I
through all
got
the
the game
information.
right now?
I do want to see what all the new
That'd be
megas look like. Of course,
awesome.
guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a great one.
That was an okay video. It kind of sucked, but that was an okay video. Not his fault. It is his fault because he made the video, and he should have just waited till there's 100 more info. No, I kid. Yeah, I just don't like customizing. I don't care for customizing. I've never been a customizer. You guys want to know something goated? I just sold a tentacle monster action figure, but it wasn't. It was like an actual tentacle from that Rule 34 side of anime. It was awesome. I made. Technically, I didn't really make as much because I got hit with fucking tariffs. But I technically made about $60 off of it, but I got hit with tariffs, so not really. But yeah, I just sold it, and the person's gonna get it, and they're gonna be happy. And I have one more left for sale, and they're expensive, and it's cool. I ran out of money, and I can't buy potions. Yeah, I can't buy potions because I'd be spending too much on clothes. Okay, Mega Stars.
The Mega Evolutions for the start.
Oh, do not want to watch this guy. Oh, but we're gonna watch it anyways just because. Oh, hate this.
In Pokemon Legends ZA have just leaked, and I've got some crazy news for all my
Dude,
shiny.
Mega Starmie looks like one of those dominatrix, and would like step on Victory Bell. Because I said this before, Victory Bells Mega looks like a guy's balls when they are a freak and they put that little tiny like wrap around it and it cinches them so it hangs and dangles because they're freaks. And it looks like Mega Starmie would walk over on him and step on him because guys are weird like that. They like getting their balls crushed. That's what that reminds me of. Okay, see you later, Minx. Thanks for stopping by. Glad you got to hear that last little bit before he left. Hope you have a good day. A good night's sleep, I mean.
In Pokemon Legends ZA have just leaked, and I've got some crazy
I
news
hate his
for all
fucking
my shiny
voice.
hunters out there. So strap in and let's get it. As always, a mega spoiler warning here if you do not want to be spoiled for the mega leaks, but things are leaking at an insane pace right now as more screenshots and data mines are coming out by the minute.
Alestrials always look kind of like AI. That's all I'm going to say. It always kind of looked AI. It kind of looks like it's just too basic. Too AI-ish. Not hating, but it's just kind of look. Just watch the stretch tool and call it a day. Yeah,
I kind of like it though. If it ends up being like that, I kind of
at
like
this
it.
point. So again, make sure you guys show some
funny.
love, subscribe to the channel, get those notifications.
I
on,
think he quit Pokemon in some regards, but he, it's free. It's free money, so why not? It's free money. Like, right, this is upload an hour ago, 5,000 views. That's free money.
and drop a like if you guys are
I don't know.
excited.
Let me check
But in this video,
what
I'm
he's
going to
done.
talk about 4 new Mega Leaks from yesterday. Since yesterday, rather. We covered a few in a previous video, but this one's crazy because we've got the starter Mega Evolutions of our good friend
Okay,
Tepig,
so he's been
our good friend Totodile,
he's back
and of
at it.
course Chikorita.
He did stop
Let me
for
know in the
quite some
comments which one
time.
you're picking. I'm Team Chikorita,
But then he's
so
back
much
at
fun
it,
my
it
marathon.
seems.
I'm Team Chikorita. Shady told me he's
I'm making my own monster, dude.
So lots
Motherfucker,
of
just
fun
stop. Please stop. Please stop. Stop. Stop releasing shit. That's kind of funny. I don't blame him though, but it's just one of those things where it's like, do your Elestrials. This probably is tied in with Elestrials, but it's like, come on, man. So I'm assuming it's like an Elestral game. Yep. If he just would have kept with Pokemon and done Elestrials, but still kept with Pokemon, he would have been getting tons of views still, I feel. I mean, he still gets okay views for, like, just shitty, like, it's shit content. Not to be mean, but it's like, slop content. It's the same thing over and over again. Like, oh my gosh, it's reaction video. Oh my gosh, it's new Mega's trailer breakdown. Oh my gosh, it's me playing a hacked Pokemon game. Oh my gosh, dude. So it's like, what I mean? Like, it's shit content. Shit content. But not to diss him. Not to, like, diss him. I would do the same if I could make money like that. I don't blame him. But let's go back to this.
And then a 4th Mega Evolution that is going to blow your mind. So let's dive into it.
my mind.
Shiny Hunter stuff.
Didn't
We got
blow
that
my
too.
mind. You
So
should
the first
just
thing
take it
is, we
back.
got this post here saying Shinies make sounds
I don't
like
like his
Pokemon
voice.
Legends Arceus. Enjoy. If you guys remember, Shiny Hunting in Legends Arceus was great because you could be roaming in the overworld and you would hear a shiny pop up with a sparkling sound. You would know, wait, I gotta stop Pokemon game of all time at this point. And it looks like they're capturing that same vibe. This user of a Pokemon called Elestrals.
Oh,
You
yep,
guys
see,
know
yep.
That I'm
That
working on
motherfucker.
creating my dream RPG monster catching game called Elestrals. I've spent the last 3
Elestrals.
years building a trading card game, and now I'm building an RPG adventure in HD 2D 2.
Looks kinda cool.
It is gonna be crazy. You do not want
It looks kind of cool, but would I play it? Probably not.
to miss it. We have a link in the description below that's gonna take you.
Here's the thing. He's a YouTuber that shiny hunts, or used to at least. And if this doesn't have like a ton of shiny hunting methods, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing? If that's the case, I hope it does bad. Because like that's your one job as a shiny hunter. It's if you're gonna make a game that's supposed to be the same type of thing as Pokemon with shiny Pokemon, you have to be like the X and Y method and have so many different methods in so many different ways. Which I don't know. Maybe he'll do that. I'm just saying, like, if it doesn't, then it's like that's bad.
To our Kickstarter. You can
Hopefully.
go there and simply follow the page to be notified for when it goes live next Tuesday. We are looking to set records and make
Yeah, I'll watch
history
this
on this
game. That'd be
incredible
kinda funny, not
adventure
gonna lie.
As you traverse through this world of Elestrals.
To be fair, I wonder if like he ever got hit with any of that type of stuff because he had that that shiny squad where he would like sell merch for Pokemon on his own website, not like a Teespring or nothing, and it would be like just silhouettes of the Pokemon and whatnot. And I wonder if he ever got hit with a cease and desist ever. Not that I want him to. I'm just curious in that regard because he made a lot of merch like that, So I wonder.
Bonding with
Never
Elestrals,
know.
clashing against opponents and divines, and uncovering the ancient secrets of the Titans and beyond. It is going to be an incredible journey, and I would love for you guys to be a part of it. If you've liked anything I've ever done here on YouTube, you are going to love what I'm creating with Elestrals Awakened. So make sure you check the link in the description below, and drop a follow to our Kickstarter page. It's totally free to follow, helps us out. We're working towards revealing a brand new Elestral when we hit 5,000 followers on the page. But let's talk about Megas. First one up, Mega Emboar, baby. That's right.
Yeah,
Mega
if that's legit, I like that. That's kind of goated. It looks ugly, but good at the same time. I don't like his hair piece as much, but it looks kind of cool. Looks like some type of like Chinese warrior.
It's quite blurry, but it seems to be confirmed as real at this point. Always take these with a grain of salt, right? It's always possible this is fake, but based on the images that we're getting and the fact that the game
Could
is
you
out at
imagine if
point
this game
in
ends up being like
it feels pretty likely
amazing?
this is indeed a real Mega.
If like all of a sudden they're like, how we said something in the city? Guess what's in the sewers? It's in all of Kalos. Could you imagine if they just did that? They made an update day of that was hidden, and it's just all of Kalos, and they just like surprise, motherfucker. Could you imagine? I'm not sure how I feel about it for Alligator
Mega
yet.
League. So It looks like he kind of gets a little bit bigger. He's got his little eyebrows there. He's got kind of a little headpiece going on. It seems like he's holding something in his hand. I'm curious if his typing is going to change, but I'm assuming firefighting as normal. He gets a little bit more stout. It's a little hard to say. Without seeing it kind of in motion, without seeing it animated and a little bit clearer, it's a little unclear whether or not this is going to be a sick design. So far, I'm not a fan, though. I got to be real, man. Mega Evolutions, they're my favorite.
He looks like a Chinese
But a lot of the
warlord.
Megas so far that have been revealed haven't really been my cup of tea. There is some redemption, and we're going to see some more Mega Evolutions. I said 4 earlier, but there's actually more than that, because we've got some awesome new Mega Evolutions here as well.
No, that's not awesome. That's kind of weird. That's like Origin Forms, Palkia and Dialga. I don't know how I feel about that. It looks a little... It don't look bad, I guess. It just doesn't look as...
Zygarde. This is one that had leaked previously.
I don't
Mega
know how I feel about
Zygarde.
that.
We have a clearer picture of this. I'm not a big fan of legendaries personally, but it looks like he's got a big cannon above his head. He's ready to do some blasting, so that's pretty sweet there. He looks pretty cool. Like I said, I mean, not my personal favorite, but I can appreciate the fact that Zygarde has like 18 forms now at this point, so not too crazy there. But now we get into some of the really good stuff. Okay, first of all, if you hadn't seen Mega Meganium,
I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of like it, kind of hate it. Kind of like it, kind of hate it. I've always never really been the biggest Meganium fan, but kind of like it. But also kind of hate it. I have to remind myself whenever like we look at these are only going to be used if you use the Megas. And honestly, depending on how the game is, I always try not to use Megas. I try to do as fast as possible. I heard you can't move Pokemon out of the game into Pokemon Home. Yeah, I heard they can't do that. Yeah, I heard you can't do that. Something like that. Yeah, I heard something like that. You're not allowed to. Which is stupid. I think they'll be put in... You can, I think, bring them to the next game that comes out, and then maybe you can move them... No, you can move them to the Pokemon app game coming out. That's what it is. I believe you'll be able to move them to the Pokemon app game. But who cares? I'm not a battler. I'm not playing Pokemon Masters. I believe you'll be able to move them to that. Which is stupid. I'm not playing that. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Like, Pokemon's so short-sighted. Like, how are you about to release Pokemon Bank, charge people to play for it, and you can't connect to every single Pokemon game? I have on my Switch Pokemon Quest with Shinies. Why isn't that compatible with Pokemon Bank? That's insane, dude. That's insane. Infuriating. They'll probably eventually fix it. It just probably won't be day one. They'll maybe do it. You never know. But it's just the idea. Like, it's just so stupid. Like, we pay for Pokemon Bank. I don't, because I'm not dummy. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm so half and half. I'm so hungry right now, bro.
this is another one that leaked. I'm gonna be real. I'm Team
I ate all
Chikorita all the way.
my
This
pizza
one has
from
grown
last
on me
night.
over the last few weeks. I saw this one leak a few weeks ago. I think it looks all right. He's got quite a few neck pillows. If he's going on an airplane, he's gonna be ultra comfy. There's no doubt about that. But he looks okay. A little plain in my opinion, but ultimately the flowers are cool. I think it's gonna become a fairy type, which is well welcomed. Whimsicott's a great typing. I think it'll be great to have Mega Meganium with fairy and grass typing. It'll help a lot on the bulk side. Allow it to do a little bit more offensively as well. And then we've got this interesting angle of Feraligatr from the top.
I don't like the
A lot
angle
people
of
said
Feraligatr.
Kind of gets ahead.
They look
Similar
ugly.
to Druddigon, right? It was going to get this big chompy head that was going to like engulf his regular head. Fortunately, we have another image of Feraligatr that I can show you guys that'll kind of paint it in a slightly better light. So
It looks
this
better in
account
this
here shows
image.
Mega
It looks a little bit
Feraligatr
better.
with kind of his regular head and
I don't
then
really
the
like
big
it as
head on
much.
top of it. I don't know, man. I'm gonna be real. This feels like Mega Glalie in a way. Like it's
That's the problem. Is that if it just looks like that, it's just for alligator with a freaking like half jaw on his head, which I'm in a little bit of fins on the back. I'm not sure how I feel about that. That's not like as goated. I think Emboar looks cooler, and I think Meganium looks cooler. And I love Feraligatr. He might be my favorite starter, one of them. Possibly my favorite. I love Feraligatr. So it's
kind of
making me mad if that's all it is.
I'm not a super big fan of it though. Like I don't know. It just feels weird to me that they just like tossed Druddigon's head on this thing, man. I don't know. I'm a little uncertain.
It's like they did like a Regidrago more so. He looks like he'd be more like a Regidrago. So I don't know. I feel like I feel half and half.
But I'm curious if seeing these three Mega Evolutions for the starters.
I love Megas. I love the idea of Megas. I think Megas are cool.
Practicality, though, in game, I fucking hate them. I think megas are stupid. I hate having to watch an animation and sit there for 10 seconds watching a stupid animation. I've only ever used the megas like twice. But I love how they look. I think they're cool. I think the idea outside the games are awesome. Like when they mega evolve in like the series and the shows and whatnot, that's cool. But in game, it just takes too long. And it's stupid. And I hate it. And I will not use it. I don't play competitive, so I don't care about that. So I don't know. If there isn't a bigger bomb drop, I'm getting them. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. If there's not like a setup to where it makes more sense, or have it to where like it like forms his body and then it comes out, like that'd be cool. This is a little bit weird. We'll see though. It could be better, but I'm kind of half on it.
Like I said, I was Team Chikorita regardless. That's my boy.
I think if they made it to where I could just keep one mega, always a mega, without having to watch the animation every time or having to switch, I would like it a lot more. And I could turn, like, I could take it off. Like, I give him the stone, it activates, now he has a mega. I take it off, it goes away. I don't want to have to sit there and watch an animation. I get the reason why it's like that. I get how it's set up and whatnot. I get it, but I don't want that. I want to just be good to go.
Way back in the day, gold, silver, crystal, that was my jam right there. So I was thinking with Chikorita no matter what. But when I see the megas, I feel even better about my choice. I feel so good about my choice. Now, there's a couple other megas that have actually come out as well.
Ouch,
this
my
is where we
shoulder.
get super duper excited because Mega Scolipede.
Mega Scolipede looks goated.
A screenshot has shown up of Mega Scolipede. This thing looks nuts. Absolutely bonkers. I have no idea what's even going on.
He looks like a
mecha,
mecha, bro.
Silver. He's got like, purple and black stripes. You only get a little taste of him, but I'm feeling very good.
Gives me Glissapod vibes.
I might even do a bug playthrough of this. I have no idea, but as the bug master myself, I am Team Mega Scolipede for sure. I am very excited for what we see here. This looks so cool. Again, not seeing the full context of it, just seeing his face, but he looks absolutely nuts. He looks so good. Very excited for what's to come with Mega Scolipede. So stay tuned there. And then we've got one more, Mega Drampa, baby. This one coming with the curveball.
This is pretty cool too.
He's like an old dragon, Grandpa Dragon just floating around.
I like this one.
Dragon, kind of
weird. I like the clouds.
Like electric type in this. It's very strange, but he looks wicked cool. And there's been a few shots of the Drampa that has come out. There's been some images of it, actually a full video of it. I'm not gonna play the video.
Yeah.
I'll show some still screenshots here, but he looks pretty sick. I gotta give him props. I think that Mega Drampa, of the ones that have come out so far, those storm clouds that he's kind of riding on, I wonder if he becomes like Dragon and Electric or something. I'm not even sure, but he looks really cool. I gotta say, Mega Drampa's looking pretty sweet. And last but certainly not least,
pretty good, man.
We're gonna get more over the next few days. So again, stay tuned to the channel. But there was another post talking about some rules that you guys can utilize for private multiplayer battles in Legends.
Okay, so yeah, there's nothing really else. Nothing really else into this. It is what it is. I just wish it'd be out already so I can just do something fun. I'm getting kind of bored of waiting for games. And different from the drawing gives me hope for Scrafty. I hope Scrafty said that because it's just so funny. It's just such a funny meme almost. But yeah, no, I get you. It's almost just beyond funny if he actually was. Just straight up. I'm a Klansman. What the heck? What do you mean? Did my account get banned, bro? Bruh. The account might have got banned on this account, so it's not letting me do it. That's gonna suck. Maybe I can do this. Oh, it just came out a bit ago? Interesting. Interesting. Wait away. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know my Nintendo password. I have so many of them. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out my logins.
Nintendo. I don't know if that's the password or not. How you doing, Mason? It's been a year. It's been forever, Mason. I'm trying to think. Nintendo. Login. I have to log into my account right now. It's pissing me off. No, it wouldn't be that. What would my account be? I'm gonna log into Nintendo. Login. My Nintendo. Okay, there we go. I'm logged in. No, this is the wrong account. Oh no, okay, this might be it. This might be it. I'm so hungry right now. I haven't ate anything today. Well, no, I did. Did I? I don't know. Because I don't touch that channel anymore. That's funny. I was really gonna use this one anymore. That's funny. Bro, when I'm not using this no mos. I don't remember my password. This is horrible. I just changed it yesterday. Not yesterday, like 3 days ago. Yeah, I don't know. I'm fucking cooked. I don't care. I'm not playing the game now. Ugh, I'm so tired, dude. I might take a nap, honestly. I'm cooked. Oh. Then my headphone turned off. Microphone. Oops. I'm off to bed. Yeah, I'm off too. Thanks for stopping by, Mason. Me, Mall Guy, Andrea, everyone else that joined earlier, Jesse, and everyone in between. I'm going to head out, though. Oh, I didn't even see freaking Doomhog in here. That's crazy. I didn't even see Doomhog popped in. I wasn't looking. My chat was too high up. It didn't show that because I have two streams going. Yeah, see you later, Andrea. I have 2 streams going. Are you still here? Lucas, are you getting new Pokemon? I'm about to head out though because I gotta go do some stuff. I gotta go do some stuff. Like eat food. Okay, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Sorry, I was seeing if he was here, but I don't think he's here. See you guys hopefully tomorrow.